Like college.
My son is wanting me to. He wants me to, like a real wooden rocking chair, and he wants me to get on the porch in a rocking chair with my shotgun, so I look like Robert Duvall in Secondhand Lions.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's setting his shit up. Must be serious. I think this has got to go over here somewhere.
Man, I'm in no mood to cook. I don't know about you guys.
I'm no mood either.
I think it's Mexican again. I'm not joking. You can laugh, but I'm not joking.
Well, maybe we'll start feeling a little bit better in a minute.
That's what I've got to get. I've got to get another holder for my phone.
They're cheap.
When I was coming back my last trip, that the original one that you had, the little 3-legged tripod. I bought one. I had it on the back of the bike, and somehow, as I was riding, the screw that you use to lock the phone in came undone, and I get home and I was like, "Where's the top of my fucking?" It came unscrewed. It blew off. I was like, "What the fuck?" Oh, I gotta go to Amazon and find another one.
Oh, you're talking about the one that clamps down with the screw.
Yeah.
Yeah, those things rattle out.
And it was like, I mean, it was fine for a year and a half that I had it, and that coming back from my last trip, I'd left Amarillo.
It was loose. It rattled just enough to make that thing twist out. Yeah, it happens really quick.
I had it stuck in my bag, the back of the bike. I get home, top of it's gone. It's like, what the fuck?
That's a tough break, Gary.
You think you have a wall outlet by your computer desk?
There is a something to
plug that. USB.
Oh, what do you got? A C?
A USB
C
wall with a USB out. I got the wires.
Okay.
I've
got a wire. You gonna plug it in?
I've got the wires. All I need is that little module with
So as you're looking at my computer screen, that bench that's right there has got all the fucking ports right there. And one of them's got a C out, or you can pull something out. If you pull any wires out, put it on top. But there is a C that should be laying on top of the desk.
Didn't the government?
Yeah. I've got a battery pack too. If you want to just charge it overnight.
Didn't the government tell all the phone manufacturers all of the plugs have to be the same nowadays?
Yeah, they just switched the Apple. They just switched the iPhone to a C.
Yeah.
Which I was like blown away. It's like probably because enough people bitched about every 5 years they change the goddamn connector.
And the government go, that's enough, motherfuckers. You know.
No, I don't think the government said anything. I think Apple finally just like, fuck it, we're not making that much money to piss our fucking customers off. Yeah. And that's all they did. Yeah. You got to upgrade. You got to get this. You got to get that.
Yeah, it's like if you got a new phone, you had to get a new charger. And
yeah. Well, I think they've had the same proprietary bullshit for the last, 8-10 years. But there for a while, they were changing adapters like every 3 or 4 years. So. Which, if nothing else, is just compatibility. You got to change out all your shit because this doesn't work anymore. Gary, how's your phone doing?
My phone?
Yeah, you gotta look at the chat. Just kind of keep an eye on it, because that's my phone rolling right there. Oh. Did you find it?
Yes.
Plugged it in?
I'm plugging in right here.
Oh.
Starting to cool off a little bit.
it's just I got something fucking Alan. I don't know what he's talking about. Oh, he sent me a text message. I think I stopped to get gas, and he's like, "Hey, if you're on the one, you can head south and come down and spend the night with me somewhere down in Mississippi, south of Hattiesburg." I'm like, "Fuck, I'm not going 80 miles out of the way so I can come spend the night with you." But I just
So that was like yesterday. He said that.
no, he just sent this an hour ago, and it's like,
You didn't know where you're at.
dang man, I see you're almost there already. Outstanding. You've got to be shitting me. No, I don't have diarrhea. I have a revenue system.
You know we're live, right?
Are we live?
We're live, and you're in frame. But when you sit down,
Hi there.
who all's in here? Who all's in the chat?
Zertrek? Old-bound bike. Let me get my glasses.
XT Freak Ron. There, boys and girls, chiming in from Winter Digs in Newfoundland. Hey, Jim, what's going on? Chase, New Jersey here. Bruce. Baby Red Lobster. What's up, man? Seeing all these new folks in here. Oh, shit. I just turned off his phone. Yeah, let's see if I can get that. People with the locked screens. We'll figure out what's going on with that. Welcome, everybody. I just locked your phone, Gary. So, Gary, what I would suggest is, unless you want me to let Carl do it when he gets his shit set up, and maybe we'll get real good at it. Just, if you see something interesting in the chat, just XT Freak says hello, boys and girls.
Nice haircut, Don.
It's
Edmund, what's up?
Waterford. Edmund.
Chase Dirt Bike. Good to see you, Don.
Good to see you guys.
Pro X4 Exports. No more posts from Hawaii.
Yeah, he's actually moved to Texas.
Hey,
My buddy from the island, yeah. I think, did
Hook
you
'em
guys
horns.
buy a house, Chris?
Hook 'em horns. Number 1, AP Pole.
Yeah, I've been talking a lot about the Big Island today, talking about the good and the bad. Oh man, it's got this and it's got that, and yeah, there's some shitty parts of it. I won't go into the shitty parts because somebody cares about Hawaii, but
I always have to click mine to where it shows all messages. Because if you just leave it on top messages, it doesn't show you every chat that comes in.
oh, I didn't know that.
And the little
Well, that's why Carl's always in charge.
the little bar thing that shows you it's hot messages or all messages. So I always check all messages.
Well, that's Gary is producing tonight, so that's Gary. That's Keith. Gary came from Texas. Keith came from Chicago area, and this Carl in the back. I haven't seen him in a while.
Came from Hoover, bitches.
All the way from Hoover, Alabama. Woo! So I figured we'd give you all a little bit of taste of the fire from the Sophisticated Gentleman's Rally. And if you don't know what a sophisticated gentleman is, it's anybody that drinks gin and tonic with lime. Which means Keith is not a sophisticated gentleman.
Oh, you can make one now. Go ahead.
Don't make Carl make you one.
Oh, fuck. That'll be just gin and lime.
Mad Hatter. Nice
I
get
mean,
together.
how much
I'm gonna do
audio
that
do you
again soon.
think? How much audio do you think they can hear when I talk at this volume?
Not much. They can hear me. They can hear Gary. But
You really have to speak up.
you have to speak loud.
All right.
I mean, they can hear you a little bit probably, but yeah, and you have to talk towards the camera.
Gotcha.
That's not it. I could have brought a microphone over here, but just for now, since I don't want to go back inside and set everything up for the microphone.
Mad Matter says, nice get together. I got to do that again soon. Pro 4 exploits. My last bid. XT perk. Nope, we hear you fine. Chase dirt bike. Tequila with salt lime for me tonight. But that's not a sophisticated.
That's not very sophisticated.
Not a sophisticated.
Any old redneck can hit your wrist with some salt and squirt some lime down your redneck throat. But sophisticated gentlemen drink gin and tonic with lime. Don't you forget it. If you're gonna come to the sophisticated gentleman's rally ever,
Yeah.
it's a requirement. And Keith just kind of been passionate. I was like, yeah, nah. He's like, oh shit. Finally got a drink one. Shit. I'll just sit here and pretend to do it. He's like, gin. Your mother smells of elderberry and gin.
Chase Dirtbike never claimed
What is
to
that
be.
from?
See,
Sound like Alan
Chase
Rickman.
Dirtbike said never claimed to be. It's like there's no claim to it.
What did he say?
He said never claimed to be. So he's talking about never claimed to be a sophisticated gentleman, but it's not a claim. If you want to join, you must have a gin and tonic.
But no, we take everybody.
We take everybody.
Yeah, you gotta ride a motorcycle into the rally.
Edmund,
I
what if I
didn't
made
do that
an old
either.
fashioned?
Oh man, you really you gotta ride. Okay, you ride your bike in
During,
some part. Yeah, some
during the
part.
step.
Yeah.
Okay. Got you, Ron.
What do you say?
I was mispronouncing his XT freak. So he was correcting me. He said, it's either that or just Ron. So I said, got you, Ron.
Yeah, we got most of the regular folks in tonight. That just can't avoid the freaking chaos that is a Moto Giant live stream. But we've got two YouTube legends here joining us. You got Gary's Back Road Adventures. If you haven't checked out his channel, probably ought to go over and check it. Spaz Tech, you should probably know about his channel. Although, Carl, did you know there's somebody with your username out there making videos? He doesn't have a motorcycle thing, but
yeah, there's like an EDM rapper, an electronic music guy.
yeah.
He came after the original though.
Yeah. Well, you've had your channel almost as long as mine, dude. Haven't you?
I've had Spanish Tech since '97.
Oh, but I mean on YouTube.
Oh yeah, 2006 I think.
Yeah. The dawn of YouTube. Well, so let's see. So Gary came in this time last night. Keith came in Monday night or Sunday night, and today we got up and replaced Keith's sprocket on the monkey. I don't know if you can see it back here, but he put his stock sprocket on before he left and didn't realize that that's the wrong sprocket. It's the wrong sprocket. So he changed the engine on the monkey. So we did that today. We changed up the sprocket. We shot some footage around the monkey trying to show how an alternative, if you're out in the wilderness, you have something wrong with your chain or wheels or something, there's alternative ways to lift your bike to get the wheels off. So we kind of shot a little bit of demo of that. Not very good explanation, but I think it's good to see the visual explanation of, hey, you can do it like this, or you can do it like that, and not have to go, I got to get it to the shop to lift the bike up because there's no other way to do it. Yeah. I mean, you probably don't want to lay your bike down on the ground, but these are alternatives to doing that. So we did that today. Luke came by. You missed Luke. He was only here for 3 hours, maybe 2 hours, and then he's actually got to do some work today. So, but he brought his double take clone mirrors that you'll see that soon. I don't know if y'all know double take. Dual sport guys, ADV guys know double take. That's kind of the standard for the ram mount type mirrors that you replace your factory mirrors that are nothing but chaos on a bike that falls over a lot. So if you ride off road, if you're a fuel sport guy or ADV guy, and you ride the dirt, it kind of comes with the territory. You can come to a stop on gravel and your foot slides out. If you're on a hill or something, you can do that. That's kind of half the time I drop my bike is doing something stupid like being in the wrong spot, putting my foot in the wrong spot, and occasionally.
Oh, I need an easy gin and tonic.
New tent, so
It's right behind you.
I need a light
You can see
gin and
his bike.
tonic, so I may join the club.
oh, you like gin and tonic, do you?
Yes, I've already been exposed.
Sophisticated gentlemen drink gin and tonics with knives.
Exactly.
And when did this concept start? 2022.
2022 in outside of Montrose, Colorado.
And it was your idea. You're like, we're sitting here drinking beer like every day. It's coffee and beer. That's all we were drinking, right? We're like, Garrett Peterson's coming in, the legendary world traveler on a 50cc scooter, pink scooter. Did the tap? Yeah, he did the tap on a Chinese scooter twice. He went out and back on a Chinese scooter, a 50cc scooter, which was legendary. Then he turned around and did it on a Sportster that had some suspension modifications, and all he did was bitch about it. You missed him on that trip.
Yeah, I missed him on that one.
But anyway, we were waiting on Garrett at the first sophisticated gentleman's rally, and we were drinking gin and tonics. And for me, it's always been like, those old people over there in the corner, they're drinking gin and tonics, and that's everybody that's ever given me a gin and tonic when I was coming of age was they were really old, like 45, 50. But they were sophisticated, and they were
Sophisticated.
I can get a young man, would you like a gin and tonic? And I'm like, yeah. So that's kind of where it was your idea for the gin and tonic, and it was kind of my idea. It's like, we're very sophisticated. We hold our pinkies up when we drink our gin and tonics, like proper gentlemen.
How is the lighting on this live stream?
How's the lighting?
How does the lighting look?
I'm kind of in the dark. I can see you, and I can
Probably
see
a little
God
bit
really
backlit with that lamp on it. So.
well. The lamp hadn't showed up yet. It's not on there.
It's right down there.
Oh, I mean, I know
Maybe we
it
should
showed up.
put it over there.
It's not on the camera yet.
Well, you can tip that log up if you want. Put that there. That might give us a little bit more light. So it would definitely give us a little bit more light. I'm just trying to fight that lamp that's behind us. That's it.
Right. Further away. Right?
Okay, let's see. Hey, start by what are the implications of doing this on Zoom? The group is small enough. Private conversation between Liberty Forever and Ron about rye and bourbon.
Oh, what? Who's that? Who's that saying that?
Liberty Forever and XT Freak.
Or saying what?
XT Freaks is no gin and tonic. I'm an unsophisticated bumpkin drinking Woodward Reserve Rye. Liberty Forever, Ron Woodward Reserve Rye. I think you're misspelling bourbon. I ride past Woodward Reserve Distillery all the time here in central Kentucky.
I bet they have a rye too.
The rye must be much smoother to me.
I had some rye for the first time, I don't know, a few years back, and it was a Costco rye, which kind of blew me away. I was like, man, Costco. And I was like, this shit is really good. I didn't know rye was like a really good whiskey. I thought rye was like, for some reason, I don't know, I've never had any, but this shit was really good. And I can't remember what the name of it was, but I think I drank 2 quarters of that.
Sam's Choice Rye.
With ice, just boom. Oh man, it's really good. Bam, bam, bam. How's the light?
Horrible.
Is it? Well,
No, I haven't seen it.
I can see myself a little bit better.
How's the light, guys?
My face
You can
is-
see.
What are you doing?
It's on the camera. So how's the light, guys? You can see, right? Got a live stream going.
I can still see you and Chief okay. I'm going to see Carl.
Carl probably needs to move forward a little bit.
No, he's going to be okay. There he comes.
You need to move this way, if anything. You're going to move out of frame over there.
Yeah.
Well, people,
I'll move this way, Carl.
people will be happy if that happens.
Hold my sophisticated drink, Gary. Call out the numbers, Gary. Who's saying what?
Well, Liberty Forever and XD Freak are still in their argument over what's bourbon and what's rye.
That's funny.
Chase
Two opinionated guys. What? That's weird.
Chase Dirt Bike, I see y'all. The light is good. That's the last thing I got.
All right.
We got 17 in the live chat.
Well, good. Thanks for y'all joining. I don't know what do you want to talk? What do y'all want to talk about? What's the topic of discussion? Oh, did anybody know that Gary's like a secret agent, Department of Defense? He says he's retired, but we all
Chief.
know better.
Secrets.
Yeah, do that.
Agent.
Uh-oh. Jamie's online.
Uh-oh.
I just told him.
How did you get spaz there?
Motorcycle,
Magic.
2 wheels.
ADV Alabama.
Hey, Jamie. I figured if I plugged Spaz Tech's name in and Gary's Back Road Adventure in, Jamie would show up.
Yeah.
I just
I'm
had the
surprised
feeling.
Jamie's not here.
It's a long way, man.
ADV Texas.
ADV Texas. We were bitching about you not making videos anymore, Jamie, so you need to get on it, man.
Yeah, you need to finish the California
I'm
ride.
still posting videos from like 2023.
I want to see the rest of the California ride.
Oh, you got it. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
We get Keith to be quiet. We could all try to get a word.
Yeah,
in.
he's just fucking yapping and yapping. Did you make him a drink?
Oh, I'm talking about to.
A light.
I'll make it like I'm
Might.
making mine. Mine's like,
Make him a half.
Distinguished gentlemen do not get overly intoxicated.
Ho-ho on the go. Florida checking in.
Florida, what's up? What part of Florida? Ho ho. Just curious. Sometimes I like to get away to Florida and when it becomes really winter. Okay. Put my toes in the sand.
Freeze your butt off outside of town,
Do that.
like we did a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
I'd be very interested to see how many trees are still standing or falling down in that campground. Remember all those big, beautiful old trees?
I've been to 5. Those things have been here for
Mid
been there for
Florida,
152 years.
Mid Florida, West Coast. So south of Tampa.
Yeah. South of Tampa? Or Tampa? It's
Yeah.
probably in Tampa.
Thank you.
Is that
all the
light
gears on the
mild?
bottom.
Do I squeeze it?
Is that
The
light
line, or did you
mild
do
for
that?
a... Did you put him lime in there?
Yeah, there's one.
Do I squeeze it?
You need to squeeze it. I don't want to squeeze it with mine.
He's got
Well, I was over there
Dick cheese. He didn't wanna-
stroking my tent on the ground. You probably don't want me squeezing your line.
that is Dick cheese.
It is
I
sharp,
live next
extra
to the
sharp.
mermaids.
Huh?
Ho-ho on the go. I live next to the mermaids.
I'm trying to
I
think
don't know
where-
what that
Is
means.
that
That means
Orlando?
that-
It's
that
not
means-
Orlando.
That means a thing.
It's the mermaids. I don't know what the mermaids are.
Kind
I
of-
don't get the reference, man.
Got a little smile with a wink on it.
Mermaids. Or you're not talking about the manatees, I guess. That's the only thing I can think of.
It says mermaid.
They would be
Well,
man-made.
You know what manatees are.
Yeah, yeah.
Sailors.
The original.
use them.
They are
Yeah.
the original mermaids.
Yeah.
I mean, if you've been at sea for 3 years, you confuse one too. Hey, baby.
She just wants to fuck me.
Look
Look
at
at
Look
her.
at the way
Flippers
she's
on that
looking
one.
at me.
She just wants to. I'll fuck that cow. I'll fuck that cow right now. I'll turn that mermaid into a real woman.
Look at the lips on that one. Holy jeez.
Yeah, this, in case nobody has realized, this stream is not made for kids. In fact, my niece is threatening to come over here. My little 4-year-old niece is threatening to come over here and join us at the fire. I was like, yeah. Yeah, you're going to have to spend a few minutes out here and then go back because this is not PG.
Adventure Glide. What do mermaids smell like?
Seawater.
Come on down so I can show you. Great road ride.
In case anybody is wondering what that big shadow is, that's Keith's ass sticking right in the camera.
How's the audio? Audio good?
I mean, I can hear it over here. It sounds pretty good. As long as there's not crap back here.
I mean, I have my mics with these wires.
I do too. You got
Wires.
Rhodes? You got the
Yeah, there's a new knockoff of some sort. We've used them several
Chase
times.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Mermaids. I guess it smell like ketchup and onions.
This reminds me of Step Brothers again.
Is that in it?
Whenever he's like, he's farting. Yeah, I can taste it. Ketchup and onions.
I don't remember that.
I
That's
don't
great.
remember that either.
Just remember, lots more rooms and activities.
It's so good.
Ho ho on the go. Northwest of camp.
Okay.
Oh, that's close to the hang time.
Where's Hang Time?
Sand Hill Crane something.
Oh, you're talking about yeah,
Where we went for
Florida.
hang time, yeah. If he's north and west. Oh, west.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be
That's-
east.
yeah.
Yeah, north
Yeah.
and east. That's
Hang
north and
Time.
east.
Not too far. Far enough away from Tampa, you know.
North of St. Peter.
That's fun.
Newport Richie or something like that.
Started all this.
Keeping the actual location on the down low.
What's that?
I said it started all this. I haven't driven in years.
Ho ho on the go.
I
Oh,
was like, they could
Doesn't
give you
really
I don't need an
Get ready
address.
to go to Hang
Just-
Time.
just
Somebody wants to
general.
go.
Uh-huh.
Hell, I asked my buddy, I said, "Hell, can I borrow your bike?" Drive down to
That
Florida.
was really astonishing.
Love you, Houston. That was funny as we were too with the bike.
Yeah.
He loves the bike. I
Yeah.
thought that was funny as shit.
And everybody just like,
Yeah.
they just didn't get it, man. It's like, yeah, it's like a Jerry Springer, dude. Come on.
The people, just random people, like, yeah, I'll do something. She's like, yeah, I was real good. I was like, oh, yeah, that's so much fun. It's so damn funny.
So we've been talking about making funny videos, and what was our last one? The last one was Gary. Gary's DOD secret. He says he's retired, but he's really CIA, and he goes down to how do you say it? Chile.
Chile.
Goes down to Chile,
Chile is something you eat.
and
Chile is a country.
he's pretending to set up. He pretends to be a moisture farmer in Chile, when really all he's doing is instigating revolution and trying to overthrow the government. And you know what deep state Gary is known for. Used to be hardcore Gary, and that changed to bright Gary with Carl. Carl was like, bright Gary. He didn't like hardcore Gary at all. So now Gary has changed to deep state Gary. He's pretending to be retired from the government service life that he spent.
Stood
I
like,
like deep state Gary. Dark Gary could be anything. It's like, oh yeah, he's whatever. Yeah, but yeah, he's definitely deep state Gary. Because I mean, the deep state. I mean, they're in control of everything nowadays, aren't they? And deep state Gary has been known to put his fingers where they don't belong. You know, manipulating foreign governments. You know, installing and murdering dictators and communists. That's what you've been doing for the last 30 years, Gary. Fighting communism.
well, I used to live in Belarus and I lived in Ukraine,
Yep.
but that's all I can say about that.
So you can say about that because, well, we're just kind of giving you a heads up of what's coming because there's going to be a documentary about Gary and Gary's life. And Gary is not going to be a willing participant in this. This is going to be an undercover. What do you call it? An expose. It's going to be a hit piece on Gary, his life as a deep state operative, working with SEAL Team 6, or was it 4? I don't remember. 5. Gary's a master of all instruments of death, including the samurai sword,
including an axe.
That's classified.
nunchaku.
That's classified.
The way he chopped up wood, figure he's got chopped up a few bodies.
So Gary
no
taught
shit.
a class on how to chop wood with a heavy, what is that? I think it was a 10-pound maul. We got 10-pound maul, and he gave us a class on how to split hard white oak for this lovely fire that we've got. And Gary was instrumental in showing us all how to take a round piece of wood and turn it into 4 pieces with one hit.
So
I got that on video. It's like one hit, it's like split into 4 pieces. Perfect piece.
So is this fire better looking than the AI fire that
Yes.
Don had?
Like I said,
I don't know, Don, the light placement is a little weird. Well, the reason I'm saying weird because
just show him a bit.
it looks like your balls are glowing. You've got radioactive balls. I just now noticed that. It was like, why are your balls glowing?
Well, I figured this was kind of neutral, but
No, that is fine down there. I can kind of see everybody's face. I'm trying to hide the background. So.
Carl, I've been talking about your production skills, your live stream production skills for years. And since you were setting up your tent, I was like, hey, Gary, you're in charge. Till Carl gets here, maybe he'll take over. I don't know. He's doing a pretty good job. He's keeping up with the chat.
Good job, Gary.
Well, nobody's chatting right now. A couple of internal chats between people.
Well, if y'all have any questions for Monkey Boy,
Minky.
Spaz,
Minky boy.
Minky Boy,
Minky.
I did
Is
get
that
some
Joe
footage
Minky?
of Minky Boy pulling his motorcycle out of the back of a RAV4. And Spaz rode down from Hoover. Gary's back road adventures rode from Texas. So if y'all have any questions for the sophisticated gentleman that has joined me this evening, we're taking your questions now because I'm kind of running out of stuff to entertain you with. Unless somebody else wants to take over and entertain.
Keith, jump in here anytime.
No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure. No pressure.
So first we're gonna drink, and we're gonna do some dancing, and then we're gonna do some fighting, and then we're gonna do some talking.
So why don't you give them an update on the progress you made in your bus?
I moved back into the bus. I've cleaned the bus. I've been cleaning for like last 10 days, trying to get back in the bus. I'm at least a week behind because I was planning on moving back in last weekend, but I got an invite to Vintage Fest. They couldn't pass that up, so Anyway, yeah, I'm still struggling. I pulled all the crap out of the bus so I could clean the floors, so I could move back into a somewhat clean bus. And yeah, I'm slowly pushing things back in. And then I got to go get the crap out of my brother's house, which is a whole nother issue. I don't even know where to put that shit. But it's important shit. So here's the question I've got for y'all.
Yard sale.
I want to do. No, I've already thrown away the shit. I'm not entertaining people with my little trinkets and getting $1. If I don't want it anymore, it's going to be trash. I think my brother might want it. But the question I've got is, I still have all my motorcycle gear from my crash, and I want to display it somehow and use it as a teaching tool, but I'm not really sure how to do that tastefully. So if you guys have any,
Get you a wax figurine.
if I can hear it, I'm thinking that.
I can hear it,
Oh, you can't hear the feedback.
but I don't need to hear it.
Yeah, I was going to say. It's distracting me. That's what I was saying.
Chase dirt bike.
Well, then say that.
This is great. I am now notified when you are live.
Who?
Chase dirt bike.
Oh, good.
It says, I am now notified when you are live.
That's the only time anybody's notified. Oh, he's live now. In fact, YouTube sends me a notification via email. You are live now on your channel. Thanks, YouTube. Thanks for letting me know I am live. Thank you.
You'll learn from tomorrow.
YouTube isn't notified.
Well, it's funny. I made a post earlier that nobody looked at, but I made a post bitching about shorts. Like shorts, I used to make shorts all the time because I would make these bizarre 30-second shorts, and YouTube would show the world, and I would wind up getting like 4 or 5 subscribers off of every short. It's like, oh, this is a no-brainer. It takes me 10 minutes to make shorts, but like the last 4 or 5 months, they've changed the algorithm with the shorts. Even some of my shorts don't get 50 views. They don't put it in the shorts feed. They don't do anything with it. And it's like, oh, I don't understand what's going on. So I did a test. I can't remember if it was. I did a short and I changed the short, just like I added a couple of seconds to the beginning of it, because they will not let you post the same video twice. They'll go, this is the same video, it's a duplicate video, you can't do this. So if you add 2 seconds on it, take 2 seconds off, whatever, it'll let you do that. So I put the same video up and said, see, this one got 80 views and this one got 600 views. I was like, so pissed. And then I think they read that post and they're like, oh, well, we'll just make this one equal. So they made the first video that only had 80 views on it. They gave it 600. It's basically the same views. Weird. Like 3 days later.
Popo says, last time they told me 2 minutes before it stopped.
Yeah.
That's usually what happened to me is like
That
I'd get a
happens a lot.
notification and by the time I got on, it was over. And I'd have to go back and rewatch it from the beginning.
Yeah, that's right. What are we going to say?
Based on your activities before the accident and then the accident and post-accident, I think you could go to different high schools and middle schools and give an educational program.
Sure.
I'm sure
I'll be willing to do that.
You have all the material. You can bring your stuff along to show the leg. You could do Q&A with the middle school and high school people, and
Show the coat, the pants,
right,
boots.
right. I bet the administrators would eat that up because he's handicapped, so they want to assist the handicapped. You're mentally deficient, so they want to help the mentally deficient. Yeah. I don't want you to spend a ton of time and effort on it because it's like that's your time and effort, but you have most of the things. It would just be put it in order.
Show and tell.
Yeah, and do like a 30
With a live body.
15 to 30 minute presentation and take Q&A after that.
Well, I think I'm not really sure what my message is, but what I don't want to do is scare people into stopping riding if it's important.
Agreed.
But there has been so many people that watch my video on my crash, one of the crash videos, and had left us very similar comments across the spectrum of people going, "Wow, that's scary. I'm having second thoughts about riding." But there is a very specific group of people that are like, I was thinking about quitting, and your video convinced me. And I'm like, good. Because if you're not getting anything out of riding a motorcycle, it's fucking dangerous. This is not a fucking game. This is not something that you play at. Either learn how to ride really good, get lots of safety gear, and protect yourself, and understand the dangers. So that's my message. And the other thing is, the people are like, wow, your videos about your boots really fucking scared me, and I ordered some boots today. That's a really powerful video. It's like, yeah, that's good, man. Protect your feet. Protect the rest of your body.
Yeah, and I think that should be discussed. But I think the main point would be adventure. Adventure in your life. I was
Right.
doing this for decades.
Right.
It represented adventure. It fired me up. I desired to do this, this, and this. The accident was just something that happened recently.
Right.
My lifespan is about exploration, communicating with other people, that kind of stuff. How you felt it was rewarding, and how you met other people, and then just do the accident at the very end. Because I think you represent more about adventure, motorcycle camping, the bus and all that kind of stuff. This is just a recent event that you're getting, an obstacle you're getting over. But that shouldn't be I don't think, be the only
The
focus.
driving thing. Well,
Yeah.
maybe I say, hey, look, I had an accident at the
Yes.
beginning here. Look what happened to me.
Yes.
I want to talk about this, but first I want to tell you what motorcycling is meant to be.
Right.
And this is what I do, and this is where I am now. And guess what? It means so much to me. I can't give it up. But if it doesn't mean much to you, it's a bad. Don't do this. There's much safer sports.
And
out
you
there.
weave in the whole idea of like the Jordan Peterson stuff, having a goal to do things, what empowers you, what you find rewarding.
That's some low resolution thinking, bro. He says that shit all the time.
Who says that?
Jordan Peterson.
He says that. I've never heard that. Low resolution thing.
Low resolution, yeah.
That is great.
That's a good quote.
Look at you.
Okay.
You got 12 reasons.
No, I keep my fucking room clean.
Chase Dirtbag, you would do great with the younger YouTube guys. You seem like a wise guy without the predator feel.
Without the what?
Predator feel.
Does Chase Dirtbike said that?
Yeah.
You have the what? You feel like a predator.
Yeah.
He's calling me a predator? Where you at, dog? I'm coming.
XT Freak, adventure is
So we're down.
discomfort related at leisure.
Adventure is what?
Is discomfort related at leisure.
I mean, it's philosophical in
Jamie
nature,
says,
and that's
I
what
need
these
to
kids
get
can really
some
benefit from.
One more time, Gary.
Jamie says, I need to get some fitness in the gym.
Yeah, you need to.
I said, who else is camping out there? Motorcycle buddies house on Tuesday. Something.
Spaztech is right. Adventure begins with discomfort.
Yeah, that's where the adventure begins.
You have to get
Otherwise,
outside
you just
that
have to ride
comfort
your
zone.
motorcycle.
Yeah, adventure is not getting on a plane and flying to a resort.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Right?
vacation. That's
Your
awesome.
message is
That's
about
just
adventure.
That's a whole different thing.
Well, I don't even know if I'm the one to talk about adventure, but I do have, I would say, probably some above average adventures.
Fuck,
And
yes, you do.
And the thing that should connect me to most people is I can fucking have it on a budget. I'm not spending a lot of
Yes.
money. I'm not spending a lot of money. Anybody can do this. Anybody with just a little bit of money in their bank account can get on a fucking old, used, beat up, worn out bike and go fucking do the same shit that I do, which is, I think that should be my moniker, my emblem is the dirtbag biker that can go, not the guy that has a $40,000 motorcycle that has $30,000 worth of shit on top of it.
Shit, I bet colleges would like to hear that story. Different subgroups of college organizations.
Or you think they just want to see the blood and guts, the gore, the fucking
That'll be-
chopped off?
That'll be part of it, but you will
I have
keep
my toe
stressing.
right here.
You'll be stressing the bigger picture, which is why do I have this injury? It's because I'm pursuing what drives you.
There is danger around every corner.
Lone Wolves on Wheels. Jim.
Jim.
J-E-M.
J-E-M.
No, you sure? Read it again. Read the bottom.
Oh.
Joe.
Gerb. Yeah.
What's up, Brian and or Dana?
Well, does Dina watch live streams without Brian? Because Brian likes to use both of those accounts, so you don't really know who he's trolling. You don't know who's trolling who. It's like it's either Brian. It's not his wife. If it's trolling, it's fucking Brian. It's not Dina. I would be shocked if Dina's like, "Yeah, I'm a troll too, man. Yeah, I just
Well,
really,
normally Dina's like, I mean, she'll let you know it's her.
yeah, yeah." Well, I think
If nobody
Brian,
says anything, then it's probably Brian.
well, Brian just got kicked off of Facebook, right? Because he's a fucking.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Fucking troll, man. Yeah.
Oh, is that why your Instagram account disappeared? Explains it.
I didn't know he got kicked off.
He's having too much fun, man. That's all he
That's,
does.
it's Brian.
Brian. Brian's my best friend.
Mountain man.
Are you at home tonight, Brian? You out in the wild?
Yeah,
It's either in Vegas or I mean, Nevada,
I can check his location.
Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake City,
Salt Lake
Los
City.
Angeles.
It's just
Sometimes he's got to go to Seattle.
he is somewhere in the country giving some woman chlamydia. True or false? Give me chlamydia. I'll give her chlamydia. Okay. I gotta get another drink.
Is that on your far left?
What's the question?
It says, which chair is that on your far left? That would be Keith's chair.
The Savannah Helinox.
You're far left. From
Oh, I
their
know.
perspective, you're far left. Think about it. Look in the mirror. You're looking in the mirror.
I know.
You're on the far
I'm
left of the
looking-
viewers.
No, I'm still on your right.
I'm looking at you. You're on my left. You're far left, Gary.
I'm looking at the camera, what's being displayed, and I'm still on your right.
You're on my right, but you're far left.
I'm far left. Y'all are all far right.
We're all racist. Homophobes.
Just coming back from Las Vegas, tomorrow, Provo, Utah.
I knew it. Salt Lake, same thing.
Oh no, not the left right thing again. Have you been through this with Jamie before?
What's that?
What is it?
What is it?
No,
Adventure goes, oh no, not the left right thing again. So I'm going like, did Spaz go through a left right thing with Adventure Glide?
no, we have no secrets. They don't know how I feel about anything.
No secrets.
Oh, I just think it's funny about your right hand and your left hand.
Oh. Oh. Why am I out here in the dark with no headlamp? How did that happen? That is no part of it.
Dude, I just saw Sasquatch walk in front of the camera.
That is no part of it.
When you were backing away from the fire, which direction were you backing? Come on, y'all. I've stepped away from the camera. Y'all got to pull up your weight.
Where you working out, Jamie?
Don't be exposing particulars.
All Jamie can tell you is underground.
I bet he's
What kind of chair
underground.
is this?
That's
It's
it.
a Helinox.
He's
Savannah.
he's working next to machinery.
And there goes my chin tonic. It's time for refill.
It's worth every dime.
Tell them a little bit about it, Keith.
It's the high back.
Savannah.
It's comfortable. It's lightweight. It's small. It's
How high is it?
It's easy to take a nap in. It's got 2 holders for drinks, but it's just great for the beach. I take it on the bike. It's easy. I just love it.
Why is yours so clean and mine is so dirty?
Well, you take yours. I mean, you've taken yours out and about a lot more than I have.
Ooh, in the
I'm thinking
boots.
it's dick cheese that's got all over mine. There's no other reason for discoloration other than dick cheese.
That sounds like a personal problem.
Well, remember, you're going down dirt roads and stuff and rain. It got weather.
Adventure glides in the mine, Carl.
Always in the mines.
Always in the mine.
It's down in the mine.
Way down in a hole.
That's a good answer.
Ryan said my drifter twisted wife left Sunday, staying a month. He said, "What? Why are you mumbling?" I can't read it all because of the stupid part of it. Middle of the chest. Fucking asshole. You know,
Good to see you,
they can
Keith.
put that
You
somewhere
too.
else on the screen.
Nothing worse than job stress, right? I was worried about you.
Yeah. I needed this. This is great.
Well, only one of us is working this week, and it's Gary. He's always working, trying to overthrow the next government.
How many?
Deep State Gary.
How many
Pink
people?
in the brain.
How many people like Gary's new fashion statement with his hat?
Oh, they can't see it. It's
I like his shoes.
too dark.
Undercover Gary.
He's got the Kango.
He's practicing for Europe,
He's got
The
tennis
look-
shoes.
Yeah, it's my.
European look
Yeah.
that you're practicing.
Actually, it's called a Gatsby Newsboy hat. That's what it's
That's
called.
good.
Really?
A Gatsby Newsboy.
And it does look very sophisticated. I think it's very appropriate.
It's very appropriate.
His name, so you know it's good.
He looks a little bit like Payne Stewart, golfer. He just needs
Oh, I got it.
He needs the
Brian had a drifter show up at his house. He stayed a month and he left Sunday. So, when do you plan on starting to travel again?
Look at me.
I'm assuming that's for you.
Spring. I mean, I could be out before then, but it'd probably just be a short trip. I would love to get out in the woods with anybody that wants to come hang out and help me pick up my bike, help me fetch my legs, my socks, anything like that. Anybody that's good with cripples. So I'm basically taking applications that pay is really poor.
But the adventure is high.
But yeah, anybody wants to hang out, you know, help me wipe my ass because I'm really having a problem wiping my ass lately. If you think about it, so I wipe with my right hand. And think about it, if I'm sitting on the toilet, you have to push the right cheek up, and if you don't have a leg, how do you get your right cheek up? How do you elevate? You got to get it up. I'm just trying to illustrate the problem of being a cripple.
I was just
That's a
noticing
legit problem.
Spaz was holding his light up. He looks like he's at a concert.
What?
He looks like he's at a concert. I just not noticed that. That's
Just last contract went to. When was the last time?
I've been Band of Horses. At, Abigail Brewery 2-3 years ago. Yeah, it's been a while.
XT Freak, this conversation is going into the toilet.
What?
XT Freak says this conversation is going in the toilet.
Man, look, I hit record, and right after I hit record, it started going in the toilet. But
it's not just one asshole running the conversation on the ground. It's 4 assholes. So you're welcome. Yeah, once people start peeling out, we'll shut it down. But I thought y'all would enjoy hanging out with my bros as much as I do. Even though you can't be here. You can see the fire. You can see my bros, and they speak independently. And if they don't, I poke them until they do speak.
Words are fun.
Words are fun. So we're trying to come up with some scripts, some ideas for some funny shit to do before these guys leave. So maybe we'll come up with some fun stuff to do. If not, we'll just do a few how-tos while they're here. But there could be the return of the Texas Ranger, who is to my right here, to the far left.
I didn't bring Kevlar, so y'all be careful with that.
Well, the Texas Ranger's packing. I've got a few, I don't know, a few hundred rounds of ammo. We might have to go somewhere and squeeze off some rounds to bring the Texas Ranger back. But I don't know why we do that, because nobody watched the first. Nobody watched Two-Wheeled Horse. And if you haven't watched Two-Wheeled Horse, you can search YouTube for Two-Wheeled Horse. That's the only way you're ever going to find it. You can search YouTube. Even then, I don't know. Maybe search my channel for Two-Wheeled Horse. Look up Two-Wheeled Horse on Google and see if it pops up.
I have to give you kudos. Your virtual campfire seems much more real this time.
Yeah, it does. That's a hell of a CGI job, isn't it? Who said that?
XD freak. Ho ho, looks like you're getting better on that leg. Wish that I was there.
It's been a good day on my leg.
That's third down in the videos.
What?
Third down when you go to the actual video section.
Why? Because it should be number 1.
Yeah, because there's
Two-Wheel Cart beats me out.
a dude called Johnny A with a song called Two-Wheel Horse in 2006.
Oh, okay. I didn't know there was a video. And I wonder how many views you got on this, because I think I've only got 200 on mine. At least I'm somewhere. That's good.
That's not fine. 3 now.
Look at you and your little battery pack lanterns.
What do you got there in your poke?
Icicle Shaboom! What do you aim to do with that?
Kill Tom Chaney.
Well, that'll
If
do
the
it.
law fails to do so.
Well, that'll do the job.
Dennis Benningfield. I just got on. Sorry, the Trump was really on.
Sorry, the what?
The Trump was really on.
He was really on.
I guess he was some kind of speaking
He was
deal.
speaking and he could not pull himself away. Well, I get it.
It will embarrass you every time.
Yeah, we had to postpone the live stream because Kama was talking. And we had to wait to get through with, Deep State, Gary's going to take care of that business stuff. What's the plan with the deal with the vice president?
That's classified.
Can you give us any hints, Gary?
That's
Y'all gonna
fine.
go on the list.
You're on the list.
I might be with what I've said online.
You what?
Be on a list.
You're on a list. You can't get on a list if you're
Can't be on a list if you're.
giggling. If you're giggling,
What time is it?
time to get wild and
17,
loose.
12.
7:12.
7:12.
Time for another gin and tonic.
Time to get wild and loose, buddy.
We might make sure we get our Mexican food order
Oh.
in before they close.
Mhm.
That's all we have, stuff at the tables.
Nobody's got the energy to handle it.
Yeah, I know.
There's the potatoes, huh?
What about chips and salsa and pieces of shit?
That's what's-
Sounds so good.
Did we eat lunch? We didn't have anything for
We
lunch.
did not.
That's good, man. I feel great. I don't know what the hell I ate. You had so many chips
I
and
had 3 pounds
pretzels.
of pretzels.
What are you talking about? Caloric wise, you had 2 lunches.
Plus, he had 2 nutty buddies.
Yeah, well, I did too.
So
I only had one. A packet of one.
I didn't have an actual
Chill
lunch, so it
pack.
don't count.
I'll give you credit.
I think
You
that's
had-
just
you had
one
two
Because I
half
didn't
and one
have an
half.
actual
But
lunch,
nutty.
it don't count.
One is nutty and the other is buddy.
Whatever.
I do that shit sometimes. I snack all day. I'm like, man, I ain't ate a fucking thing. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
I've been eating all fucking day.
Well, I haven't had anything substantial. This is all, well, I did have some
Hummus.
couple pages to it. That shit was hot, man. I didn't know it was spicy. I thought that was just a regular whatever.
Yeah, if that was at my house, I would have ripped it right through the middle. If it was that red pepper hummus.
That's what I did. It's like nobody wants the fucking red pepper stuff. Oh, shit!
It's just good though. I like it. It's got a good bite to it.
I'm surprised they sold it because most people don't like hot shit like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Or it should go. Oh, fucking extra hot, extra hot. Warning. It looked just like the
I
regular
think it
stuff.
literally does say like supremely hot on it.
It did, but I didn't see that at the store. It should be like yellow and red, and, fire engines or something.
Just sting your hand when you pick it up. Ow!
Yeah.
Oh, this is spicy.
Warning. You must sign a waiver to purchase this hummus. Yeah.
There
If I
can't be anybody watching this live stream anymore, is there?
Oh yeah, there's 14, 15 people in here. How many people in here?
We got 13 in chat, and we got 13 watching.
There you go.
We got 4 here.
Because nobody has anything better to
It's
do than
Tuesday.
watch a bunch of
It's
idiots.
Tuesday
sitting around.
night. That's when I would be watching live stream. I'd be like, what the hell do I have?
Well,
They might be watching TV and we're just on the
that
side.
could be. Could be like waiting for somebody to drop their drawers and start
Somebody
fighting with their dicks.
fall into the fire.
Get some of the Carolina Reaper ketchup from Walmart. Jesus, they make ketchup. Carolina Reapers.
That hot ketchup. I've been spicing up my ketchup forever.
To me, that's just hot sauce.
No. I think I've been doing that 20 years. It's like, oh, you like french fries?
That's how they're gonna do it.
Squirt some ketchup in a little pile and pour some fucking hot sauce in there, stir it up. Like, oh, this is really good. All of a sudden, my ketchup's like, oh, this is good. Yeah, Carolina Reaper, that's what it's good.
I was shocked. I think when I was coming from Tuscaloosa,
Speak up, Gary.
I saw a sign, and it's called Water Wings, and it's Whataburger, which is the Texas burger joint that's expanded. Where they're just, I guess they're just doing chicken wings.
A lot of wings.
Water wings?
We have Whataburger here.
Yeah, do you?
Yeah,
Got
we
like
have Whataburger.
2 or 3 in Birmingham. Isn't there one down here?
I wouldn't trust them.
Oh, that's right. Because they sold it to Walmart in Chicago, and they've expanded the Texas Whataburger chain.
Where we hear all those people at?
The park.
Behind
The city
us.
park,
I
yeah.
think that's somebody's gonna front us.
So it's bouncing off the bus.
Oh, Adventure Glide. I just got home with my gin and juice.
Laid back.
My money on my mind, man. Money on my mind. Money on my mind. Money on my money. Money on my mind. Did y'all hear that bluegrass version of that? That's great. The ACDC bluegrass thing. That's fucking.
Picking on the hits and all those, whatever those other albums are. They're picking on Pink Floyd.
Have you seen the guys that do the mashups? Like metal stuff, transforming stuff into metal. It's not what YouTube does.
Derivative.
Well, no, it's an
No, I
interpretation.
know.
It's interpretation. It's like taking taking whatever music and going.
Yeah, this was awesome.
The guy that did how to write how to make a Cure song in 3 minutes. So it's like, yeah, here you go. You lay down this bass line, and you lay down this thing, and then you. It's so fucking creative. Y'all know the Cure, like the punk emo band from the '80s, and the lead singer, he's got a picture of him, and he composites a picture of his mouth. He's got a video overlay that's he's singing the words of the song, and it's just kind of mind blowing. It's like, God damn, that does sound like the Cure. It's nonsensical, lyrics and it's great.
Ho wants to know what bikes we ride.
We'll go around the table. Give him your list, Keith.
What do I ride?
Yeah.
The Honda Monkey and the Yamaha TW200.
What was your recent? You got rid of the CB 1100
Yes.
because you didn't ride it that much.
And I got rid of the DR650.
Yep, and the DR650 because you didn't ride that much at all. No, wasn't a good fit for what you do.
Not anymore. Used to be a great fit, but that CB 1100 is an awesome bike.
Yep. Carl, recently, 2-3 years ago, you bought the F800 GS. Mm-hmm. Before that, you were a Harley guy. And then all my bikes are for sale. All you need to know is keep watching for my next bike that will fit a cripple. And Gary was a recent Harley guy too.
Yeah.
But he got fed the fuck up with Harley. He said, let's do this adventure thing because that's more of a fit, right? What do you got now?
Tiger. He's a Tiger.
Tiger 1200 Rally Explorer.
So you're gone British on a
Trout convert.
Wow, why did you choose British?
Well, my old race bike was Triumph 750.
Okay, so you have a history with. I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know that.
I did have a Harley XR 750 Racer.
Those are pretty badass.
When they first came out in 71, yeah, they were
Track bikes.
Yeah.
Dirt track. So you're an old dirt track racer. That's what nobody else knows about you. Besides the fact that you're actually the CIA operative,
Deep State,
saying he's retired. Deep State Gary. All will be revealed, Gary. He's the producer tonight, and he's working the chat. So all the comments go through Gary because he has to filter things because he works for the Deep State.
XT Freak. Did you see Itchy Boots on an XT now? So I'm talking about
No
Boots.
XT. I saw her on a T660 though.
60 or 600.
What are you talking
Did
about?
they just call it a
It's 660.
In love with you, Carl.
It may be.
Yeah, she was. Her
87?
fans love me.
Yeah.
I don't know the whole
Just need to
history.
try
The
it
only
before
thing I
somebody
knew about
does it.
Tenerays was what I saw.
You just need to get a
Charlie and you was riding before they got their GS. They went off to the woods. I think they got trained on the Tenerays, or they rented some Tenerays, and I think those were 660s. So Tenerays have been around a long time. Charlie was a big fan, and I think Ewan was a big fan. I was like, oh, those are good bikes. I think they were twins back then too.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. I don't know much about them, but apparently there's a big. I remember people bitching about when are they going to bring the Tenerays to America? When are they going to bring that awesome bike that's been in Europe for years and years and years, and the rest of the world probably? When are they bringing that to America?
XT Freak
There's
says,
still models you can't
he
get.
says it's the XT 600Z.
He said the Teneray is the XT.
Yeah, that's what the XT is. He's calling it an XT 600Z.
Do you think Ron is hung up, biased about XT? I don't know, something in his username, maybe.
Yeah. Twisted Lights, the guy that was at Brian's. Hello, everyone. Vagabond, 5 years. Harley Sportster Custom 1200. He's the one that's down in Mexico now.
So is that the guy that was hanging? That was what the description that Brian gave, the drifter that
Yeah.
lived at his house
For a
in
month?
a month.
Yeah.
So my question, what's his name?
Twisted Life.
Did he give his name?
Yeah.
Okay, Twisted Life. My question is, were you hanging on my trees? Because I'm really touchy about my trees. If you were hanging on my trees, you know, pitch your tent wherever, but if you were hanging a hammock on my tree, I would probably get pretty upset because I think somebody else did.
Ho ho. I have a Grom and an XR 150. Taking a break from Squid Life.
Oh,
But I like the CRF 300 Rally is next.
a lot of people like
Or a
that.
CF 450.
CF Moto 450. Which everybody's raving about because they're doing a big CR push.
The Tenere grew out of the XT line.
Everything grew out of the XT line, did it not, Ron?
That's what he's saying.
Was the XT ever a twin? Answer that, Ron. Was the XT ever a twin? I don't think it was.
Miller Time says, y'all better not mount my super cheap mirrors on that Minky.
Dude. we're mounting the mirrors in the minky in the morning. I was going to tell you I sold them. Some guy, the Africa Twin guy, came over and was like, "Yeah, these cheap mirrors are $50. $50. You too can have some freaking Amazon mirror." I don't think you were gone 10 minutes before I noticed. Oh, there's fucking mirrors here, man. We're going to mount those. That means you got to come back and mount them on camera.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to talk about that too because I think that's a big issue. Is the people that take their big, heavy ADV bikes off road and they got the stock mirrors that are going to break your perch, like I broke on camera.
Double take.
Yeah. Well, the double takes are $150 for a set, man. He's got $30 double take alternatives from
Well,
Amazon.
the thing is, when you pull them out of the box, they look very similar to what I've got on mine on the Triumph.
Are yours foldable?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta see that. They didn't come with the body, did they?
Well, no, the arms will move in and out.
I'm not talking about
Automatically.
twisting. Do they fold?
No,
They're
no.
not ram
Tuck
nuts.
in when they
Yeah.
get scared.
So that's the great thing about the double takes. Well, the other thing about the double takes is they've got a lifetime warranty, and they've actually honored their warranty. So,
I think the new ones have even better arms on them too.
well, I don't know. The stuff that I saw with Luke stuff looked fine to me. It's like $30, $150, $130, or $30. I don't know. We'll see when we get them mounted. I really want to do that video because I think it's really important because, okay, you break a mirror, no big deal. But if your mirror is mounted, most bikes are mounted to a perch. So a perch is what holds your brake and your clutch on. And that's a big freaking deal. And that could disable your bike. Okay, well, you don't have a mirror, no big deal. You can make it to civilization. But if you don't have a clutch and a brake, you're screwed. So I think that's one of those things where I want to talk about that. So,
Make sure you do that. Mirror brake.
And-
Arm with the mirror brake.
and the bike that you will see hopefully maybe next week sometime it has double take mirrors on there. They're already outfitted with it. I just think that's awesome. So, and if you've ever broken a perch, you will think that they're awesome too. So, what else you got? You have any questions for Spaztech? Really bid? Why aren't you making videos anymore? What's the deal? Heard you turned gay. There's a rumor. I mean, I don't want to support the rumor.
I was born that way. You don't turn that way.
You were born a man and now you're transitioning.
To a motorcycle.
MBR. Well, heck, not sophisticated, but love myself some campfire beer and Moto Giant.
Woo! Love you, man.
Hope I haven't missed much.
Oh, you missed a ton. All the insanity and chaos is gone. We're winding down. We're getting to
Gotta go
halfway.
get Mexican food.
We have the next Moto Giant motorcycle.
Is that a question?
Question mark. Question mark.
What
Who
is it?
has it?
What's the
Says
question?
we have the next Moto Giant motorcycle. It comes with MDR.
I don't know who NDR is. We have. Is there like a secret coded message in there?
Could be that
Coded ring?
it could be that MBR has a motorcycle that needs to be in the possession of Moto Giant. Maybe
Well, you know,
that's
everybody's trying to put me onto a spider and a moped and a scooter, trikes, spiders. Everybody has a solution. Everybody knows what's best for Moto Giant. Because
If you
You
could
know,
travel
he's
back in
disabled.
time, that would be best.
if I could go back in time, I would leave my trash on the ground. I wouldn't worry about it.
on
Like,
my way to Tuscaloosa. I saw a Harley custom trike.
Yeah.
It wasn't a Harley trike. It was a custom built by somebody else trike, and it was like, dude,
They
that
had
looks,
4 wheels.
no, it
So what the training wheels?
well the thing is the back wheels looked like they were extremely wide, extremely wide,
so you can do the
Like-
wheelies.
3 times wider than what you would get on a typical Harley trike. Had
It was like
had
a flashback to
had a big
Orange
differential.
County choppers.
Yeah, had a big differential in the back.
Did they make a truck at Orange County? Did they have a
I think they
truck?
did once.
That's an
Howard,
exceedingly
hello from Oklahoma.
refreshing bar soap face.
That-
Howard,
Sometimes there's training. Like a little spritz. Little
Motorhead,
sink spritz myself.
18, MIA. What's up, y'all? Good
What up,
morning.
Motorhead?
I just rolled out of bed.
That's Richard. The other Richard. The northern Richard. That son of a bitch came to visit me in the hospital. I don't know what he was doing that far south, but he brought his lady and his daughter to my hospital room. I just thought that was awesome. I mean, I've got a handful of people that visited me at the hospital, and like I've really cherished those visits because it's like really lifting my spirits. Like, oh, people fucking care about me. That's great, man.
Stay in the hospital section.
And Gary couldn't make it out from Texas. No,
That was a long drive all the way to.
and what are you gonna do?
Vanderbilt.
What are you gonna do? Hang out in my freaking room?
I can slip up under the bed, I guess.
The other Richard. Let's see. Yeah, the other
What do you think
Richard.
about it? That's what you
The-
think about eating.
Steak burritos.
The name that will remain nameless. Richard, the other Richard, brought me beer. he brought me. He brought me a. No, not edible. It was a. No,
Sneaky turkey.
Hey, but I haven't even opened the box. It's like, I don't want to do that in the fucking hospital. I was like, he brought me some
Well,
premium,
open the
some
box.
premium IPAs. Yeah, it's like, this is so great. I think I drank 2 or 3 of them that night, and then I had a couple more. And it's like, it's like I'm not in the hospital anymore. This is great. I'm fucking partying. I think it was only a few days.
I jump up sometimes like my foot's long. Just jump as a
Keith, what was the rally that was in Gatlinburg?
Who gives a shit?
What's that?
What was the rally called in Gatlinburg that you went to?
Well, it was just Chicago United group came down to do some riding.
Motorhead 18 was talking about.
They were
he
gonna
was
go
at-
to Gatlinburg. We stayed in Townsend.
He was at the small bore rally.
Oh, he went down to that?
Ho says the small bore rally rocks.
Oh yeah, that is a fun.
He's been to the small board rally.
Yeah,
This
that's a
guy
good
over here
time.
on the left has been to the small board rally.
That's why I was wondering if the one that you went to. I thought maybe that was
Oh yeah, no, it's a little different. Yeah, that's small bore rally.
I've always wanted to go just because I think it would be a spectacle, right? It's a spectacle. It's
Yeah.
also,
Yeah.
a lot of interesting people, but it's
Yeah.
a spectacle. It's like, where the fuck did all these...
And those high performance engine Groms and stuff,
Right.
and the riders.
Yeah.
Holy shit, they are good taking those turns.
Right.
Incredible.
Like a drill team kind of thing.
I get
That's what it looks
it.
like.
They're so nimble,
Yeah.
right?
Well, I remember seeing those. There was like a group of what do you call them? Ruckus.
Ruckuses were there.
The Ruck-Eye, and there was a group of them, the highly modified Ruckus, the 250s, not the
Yeah, we
small.
saw a
I
couple of
guess.
those at Barbers.
I just thought that was the coolest thing is seeing a bunch of guys that have fucking pimped out their Ruckus.
Yeah.
And now
Stretched
Pimp
out
my
rear
Ruckus.
wheel.
I think that's the biggest mistake Honda ever made is stop making those things. Because I thought those were cool. And they still, I think they're still making the 50s, but they're not making the 50s.
Well, they're bringing the DAX to the United States pretty soon, but some people aren't too happy.
Yeah, my phone's charged. Give me an idea what it is.
Like the,
Motorhead 18
CT, the
is
70, CT70.
Smoky Mountain small bull rallies in Townsend. Is that a county?
Yeah,
Tennessee?
Townsend is just west of Rocky Mount or Smoky Mountain National Park on the way to Marysville.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't want to make those small bores climb those big hills.
Well, that's what DMV. He was at some Smoky Mountain rally not long ago for Memphis Shades. So that's where he was at. I think
Oh, okay.
he talked about being in Marysville.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
okay,
There's more hotel rooms in Marysville. It's a bigger
I
town.
got you.
How many people in chat?
22.
22.
Oh, wow. Well, we got to get entertaining now. Who's going to take off their clothes? So what?
Mexican food.
How long has our chat been going on, or live stream?
Hour. Go back to the chat.
Oh, it says -1 minute, so I have to go over an hour 10 minutes.
About an hour. I'm pretty good at figuring out how long I've been running my mouth. Just, people start bitching when you do like 2.5 hours. Like, 2.5 hours? Come on, man. What the fuck? Get to it. Get to the meat. What's the meat? What do I need to know? What you need to know is all these guys are cross-country adventure guys. Everybody that's sitting right here in front of the fire is cross-country adventure guys. And here's the question. We're going to go this way. Starting with Keith. What is the most compelling thing that everybody needs to know about getting on your motorcycle and riding cross country and doing whatever the fuck you want to do? What is the most compelling thing to you personally? Why you would recommend getting on your motorcycle and going across country? Keith, go.
See the country.
See the country.
See the country.
And what? But I mean, I can see it on TV. Why do I need to get on a motorcycle and go see the country?
Experience the country.
You know, just kind of being out there and the openness and the nature and I gotta say, a lot of times you feel about that big. It's a very humbling experience for me. It's like, oh wow, this is really so cool, and I'm really kind of insignificant, but it's a way that doesn't make you feel depressed, but it's also just kind of gives you perspective, and you look at the land formations. You just have to roll back time in your mind and go how it was formed. You know, what took place for all of that to be created.
Are you talking about geology?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I love I mean, going cross country, it's the geology I like so much.
Well, where does geology start? At what point, how far away from home do you have to get to go, oh, wow.
Mountains.
So you have to go to the mountains.
So
you're
essentially-
Chicago area, which is relatively flat.
Right. So run a line north and south from Denver. Anything west of that. That's
So
what I
Rockies.
consider interesting.
So you're considered Midwest where you're at, pretty much where you grew up. You're in Indiana.
Boring.
Yeah, it's flat, cornfields
Boring.
everywhere. And then you drive across more cornfields, more wheat, more flat farmland, cows, and nothing.
Kansas.
And then you get to the Rockies, and then
Boom.
everything changes.
Oh, everything opens up. You got ton of options.
Okay.
Because where I am, it's south is boring. East, I don't like going east. It's too crowded. The Great Lakes, okay, there's some water there, but there's so many homes around the water, and
You
there's
can't
still
see
so
the
many,
water.
and there's so many people. When you're out west, the population density goes down really quickly, which I like.
Right.
So
Is there any commentary about the word that I love? Freedom.
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 I just think getting away from home is part of freedom, but I see what you're saying.
Motorhead 18 says the only reason that matters adventure.
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 Anything else to add to that?
And it's a shitload of fun when friends meet up. Like last summer, Gary met up with us in Buena Vista, and that's just a hoot.
Yeah.
That really is a lot of fun.
But I tell you what's tricky is finding people that are into the same kind of stuff that you're into. So it's really tricky and
that are able to do that.
have the time off, which
Yes.
is really, I think a lot of people that are watching us do what we do are watching because they can't do it or they haven't figured out how to do it, or they want to do it, they just don't know how. They don't have the time, they don't have the confidence, whatever.
Vacation days, right?
Yeah,
You need
all that
vacation
stuff.
days.
Yeah. Well, even the people that have vacation days, do I want to do it because I've never done that before? And that's
risky.
a hell of a commitment.
Yeah, it
to go
is.
out there,
Yes,
and
it is.
I've never set up a tent before. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to pack my gear. I don't know how to do that stuff. So
But that goes to your previous clip, which is just go do something local. Hell, start in your backyard.
Yeah.
After you do that, then go to your local park and do it there. And once you've done that on your motorcycle and camped overnight a mile away,
Well,
everything else is just distance.
That's kind of like what
Here you
Scotty
go.
was talking about when he started.
Yeah.
Take your meals and you got.
He'd go out for a day, then the next weekend he'd go out for 2 days, and
Yeah.
then the next weekend he'd go 150 miles out.
Yeah.
You know,
well, it's very important before you just say fuck it and go to Walmart and grab a bunch of shit, throw it in a bag, and throw it on the back of your bike. It's good to put your feelers out and start slow and build your confidence slowly instead of going fuck it and then realizing, oh shit, I forgot I had 2 bald tires. I didn't think about
yeah,
this.
you gotta be
I mean,
prepared.
give it a little bit of thought, a little bit of preparation. I think the number one thing that I've seen, and that's the one video that you're going to see from my Transamerica trip. Coming back, I met a buddy, Johnny, and he pulled out his tent. He met me, and we went riding back to his house. And on the way, we stopped at I think it was a state park. And he pulled out his tent that he probably hasn't used in a few years. He set his tent up, and it rained cats and dogs. And he woke up in the middle of the night because he hadn't used his tent in a while. And the video is shocking. And he was okay with me shooting videos. Like, man, this is a really good teaching opportunity to go test out your gear. Don't think that shit that you used 20 years ago is going to still be good. But anyway, he's basically brought his sleeping bag over. 2 separate sides. I have my little thing where I hung my hammock up and I'm sleep like a baby. And then he comes over in the morning and squeezing his sleeping bag out. I'm like, man, I thought that was
Oh shit.
Anyway, that's the one video
How
that
far
I
was he?
guarantee you I'm gonna post that video again.
How far away from home was he at that point?
Couple hours.
Oh, all right. If I was less than an hour, I would have just fuck it. I'm out of here.
go back home.
Goodbye. Yeah.
Motorhead
I'm out.
18. I've taken one bike trip that was 2,800 miles round trip to change my perspective on life.
Yeah.
That'll do it, man.
That'll do
That's what
it.
it's all about.
I'm telling you,
Ask him where he went.
Change it.
Where did you go?
MBR 52 here just got started again after 20 years.
that's a good early age to get started again. Go slow. No need to go fast. Carl, give us your explanation, man.
I mean, y'all touched on right there. It's the change it does to you. Having finally, gone and done something like that, and not everybody is the adventure type. Like, oh, I'm all fucking go ho, and I'm gonna set out and do this mighty thing by myself, whatever. But once somebody, you get to that point and you do something, you go out and, like you say, you put 3-4 stakes between you and your house, and you can't not change.
I think that's
any amount of time. Put any amount of time in while doing it, and it will change you. It'll make you a miserable person when you get home.
Yeah. Is that the key?
Way to look over the bright side there, Carl.
Well, is that the key? Because to me, that's the essence of change is putting that spike in your side. Going, oh man, this sucks. Being back in this world sucks. I had such a good time, and I was having such a great. How do I keep doing this? How do I do this once a year? How do I do this twice a year? How do I figure out whose dick do I have to suck?
Yeah.
What shit do I have to sell to get back to do this thing that I did? And I think that's the life changing shit. And I told you before you came out west, I was like, dude, this will change your life. This is going to change the way you think about everything. Just get on your bike and come, and it changes.
So I think all three of us were kind of in contact with Carl when it was a few days before before he left and when he left. And if I remember right, we were all going, Carl seems so fired up. He seemed so happy. He seemed so energized. It was like, that's awesome for
you
Carl.
ended up leaving like a day early.
Yeah.
It's like I gotta go now.
So excited.
I fucking stealth camped at a fucking abandoned house my first night out.
Oh, you
Great.
did?
That's great.
Oh.
Middle of the fucking Ozarks. I'm like,
You didn't do a Fairfield on your first night, at least?
Let's see. Motorhead 18 says from Indiana to North Carolina, back through Tennessee, and around and in between. Wheels through time, Kill of the Dragon, Small Bore Rally in one trip.
Oh yeah.
That's nice.
It was on his Buell Thunderbolt.
Oh, nice.
It was a hell of a 38th
That's not a small bore.
no.
hell of a 38th birthday.
Uh-huh.
It's just awesome.
Were you
I
on
love
the
that
Buell?
Buell too.
Were you
Carl,
Tent
you
camp-
need to post some videos according to Motorhead 18.
were you
Yeah.
tent camping or did you do hotels
They
on
do
that
more
trip?
riding.
And Ho-Ho wants to know, what do you sleep in? Tent, hammock, or a tarp?
I've done all three.
That's why I've got all three, but
I prefer the hammock. I prefer if I could
I have a hammock and a tarp.
I sleep in my haven every chance I had if it was up to me. And that's where I've spent the most time in is the haven. And, tent's fine.
Well, I've got a nightcap now, and it will double as a hammock,
It's a bridge
or
hammock.
I can put it on the ground if there's no trees.
Yeah.
So it's really nice.
I feel like I saw your video of it. It's a bridge hammock, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you get it tight, you can bounce a quarter off the middle of it. Boing.
Yeah.
And I was telling Don, you don't have to have any kind of pad in it.
Yeah, you don't have to have a pad for
Yeah.
the structure. It's just
Yeah.
a pad.
Yeah, I mean, you got to put something in it, keep the cold out. But
That's awesome. So who's got trips planned anytime soon?
any fall trips?
Yeah.
Spring.
I mean, if you're in the south, I mean, hell, there's
or
no reason
2025
not to
trips.
ride. You can go south. You can go into Florida. There's plenty of areas, Tennessee, Georgia. It might be cool, but
Well, it was supposed to be Cabo, but it's fading fast.
yeah.
What's supposed to be Cabo? Oh, your trips this year? I believe it is fading
Cabo.
fast.
Well, your trip is fading because you're depending on your buddy to join you. And that sometimes can be a mistake because, things can change, especially people that have real commitments and other priorities other than
I don't,
highly focused on adventure.
and I don't have it in me to do it myself. So.
Is that
It's
so
like
talking about
that, I mean,
spring?
it's like I can do something. Somebody else is already like gung ho about it and planned it. And
Yeah.
kind of the driving force. I'm like, yeah, I'm
I
right
get
there
that.
with you. And then if all of a sudden they bail in the middle of it, I'll be like,
Oh, fuck, I'm not going.
You're talking about spring in Cabo.
No, I'm talking about December or January to Cabo.
Well, don't count me out. I don't want to commit to something before I've ridden a motorcycle. But I mean, I'm just saying.
Well, I'm just
Mexico that time of year, to me, it sounds pretty good.
but you're gonna stay. I was just gonna go down, like Gary and I talked about, like just go down, maybe spend a few days down there, and then come on back. And
2 days would not be something I would be interested
I think you said 2 or 3 weeks, maybe.
I can't do
Yeah,
that much.
you can't do that.
But I was talking about trailering the TW down to the border. And if somebody else wants to go, like Jeffrey and I were
But
talking about.
Cabo is like Texas. You're going down the East Coast, right?
No, go to the southwest. Go west of Yuma. You'll
I
go
thought
to Yuma.
Cabo was in the Gulf.
No,
Okay.
it's in the Pacific.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
the
it's about-
Well, if you could push it back, December. No,
we'll just play it by
that's
ear.
to me. That's like that's a waste of a freaking trip. Now, if I was in California in December, which is probably not gonna happen, that would be a different story.
That'd be a
Like,
different
yeah,
story.
trailer down in Southern California and meet you down there, and we go across the border, come back. But I don't know. That doesn't sound very likely.
Dude, MBR, the Adirondacks to Laconia to Smoky Mountain is planned.
Oh,
That sounds
good.
like that would be
That's the
What
spring,
your
spring
fucking
trip.
Couldn't say when, but he said it's just planned. So that would be a.
Laconia, where's that?
New Hampshire.
Is that? That's a bike rally, though.
Yes.
New Hampshire.
Oh yeah, Laconia
The
is a
oldest
fucking
one in the
huge spot
country.
for that. Yes, absolutely.
Laconia is, yeah.
I thought the oldest one was
So
in,
it's a fucking so
Okay. Miller time motorcycle trips are like lifting weights.
Oh, Hollister.
Hollister. I thought the oldest one was Hollister.
That's not what I heard. I heard the oldest one was Laconia.
New Hampshire. That just does not ring true with bikers, does it? Like New Hampshire. New Hampshire.
Well, they come
Yeah,
up.
we like
Scott,
fishing and snow skiing and
Scott Manfred.
crab cakes.
yeah, Scott Lamprey.
What was that? What?
A guy we met at the rally. He was. He's one of the guys I interviewed. It's like he did a great interview, and then he pissed off to a bunch of hotels and the beach, and you know he was on his adventure.
Yeah.
Didn't he sell a bunch of shit? He got
He
rid of
sold
a
his house and
Yeah.
because he thought this was something that he wanted to do.
Oh,
Absolutely. And he lasted about, I don't know, a couple of months and he disappeared.
And he did a
feel like I
hell of a
remember
ride from like the Gulf Coast of Texas all the way back to New Hampshire.
Yeah.
And the last thing I seen him was like, boy, that's got to be some great videos. Never heard a peep out of him since.
He's like, yeah.
Well, I mean, I think that's pretty common. A lot of people have this romantic idea of life on the road and then they get smacked in the face with the reality. It's like, this is not easy.
You gotta find a place to sleep every fucking night on the road.
Well, no, not for him because he was hoteling the whole way,
Yeah,
which
that's
is
money.
fine. But you know, it's like it's also like okay, you're not really. That's not an adventure. Riding your motorcycle from one town to one big city to the next city
You
and
know what
sleeping in a
was
hotel.
weird is we were going to go back to my place in Weatherford.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it was like, you know, we got there, then I found out my son was going to show up.
Right.
And he's like, well, I'm just going to. So he had already made a hotel reservation before we ever got to my place.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm just going to go get a hotel. I've got a reservation. It's like, when did you do that? We just got here. You know, so undoubtedly he had already made the reservation before we ever got
Long
there.
before we ever got there.
Miller Time says motorcycle trips are like lifting weights. If you get dependent on someone else to go with you, it makes it that much easier to not do it if you don't have your buddy.
It's tough, man. Well, I mean, you
100%.
think about. I mean, that goes for riding motorcycles in general. If you're waiting on your buddy to go riding,
Oh, yeah.
you're not going to ride very much. I don't know. There's not a whole lot of people that I know that have a riding buddy that ride all the time because somebody's got something more important than riding all the time.
Yeah, especially if you're not 20 fucking years old. You know, you got all this time just to hang out. You know?
I think you're smothering that fire, Keith, and I'm not saying that to be mean, but
Yes.
there's a whole lot of
All
smoke
right.
just because you stack the logs on top of each other. There we go.
All right.
Gotta let it breathe, man.
I can't breathe.
That's much better. Jesus.
Because Keith's blood sugar is low.
It
You know what he needs? He needs,
Food.
I need Mex-
he needs a
Mexican food.
gentleman's.
No, I'm about ready to call Mexico and get some food. What about you guys?
Yes.
Those tacos were fucking killer last night, man.
You want like how many steak tacos do you want?
3 would probably do me just fine. And it's easy. I don't have to
3
worry
would
about
be
beans and forks
enough
and
for me.
shit like that.
Okay, you want 3 too as well?
You ate 3
No.
last night.
Yeah, that sounds like a good meal. Let's
Three
make it
bucks
easy.
there, fucking tacos.
Yeah, 3 steak tacos.
Yeah, but let me give you some money too, dude.
I got
Paying
it.
for everything.
I got it.
Let me give you some money.
What's the name of that place?
It's La Casa Crimson.
La Casa
Look,
Crimson
let me give you
Mexican
some.
restaurant.
Let me give you some. Let me give you some Google
Why
food.
don't you sit down and get
No, no,
off,
no,
get
no,
off
I'm
your
fine.
leg?
I just look crippled. Look, let me help you. Let me help you. Go to Google. Are you in Google?
I've already got it.
No, no.
La
I want to
Casa
show you
Crimson.
how to do this because you couldn't find it, which it should be really fucking easy. Do Mexican restaurant near me.
A quick interweb teaching
Mexican
lesson.
restaurant near me.
Oh,
La Casa.
Boom, there it is. And you can always look when it says 2 miles, 5 miles, right across the fucking street.
It's nice, Gary. We can just ride down to the Dakota
Oh, there you
Mart
go.
and get some chicken.
yeah, get
And
some
as
chicken.
soon as you order it,
Make
just
some more
go.
beer.
Just go
Chicken,
fucking
some beer.
over there.
Some ice.
Nice,
We're done.
yeah. We're set.
Or
Set for a
have
couple
I said like
days.
9 steak tacos, please, and 1
Come on, there's
steak
got to be more
burrito.
than that.
or
Chips and salsa.
And that'll be to go.
Alan shows up.
12.
Hold on 1 second.
Who's not ordered?
You want 12 what?
Are we not all getting 3 tacos?
I'm getting a burrito.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay, so it's 9 steak tacos and 1 steak burrito, please. And I'll pick.
MDR, why does Motor Giant now seem like
You can pack them all together.
The Terminator.
No, I don't want my tacos touching Carl's.
I'll
He's
eat all
got
the time.
chlamydia.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Your tacos come in a 3 set, a 3
Yeah,
pack.
yeah. That's fine.
Okay, so I would like to order 3 of those, make them all steak. And then I'd like a steak burrito, please.
the one burrito. That's what Motorhead AT said. The one burrito. But the thing
That
is,
comes with chips and salsa,
that
correct?
one burrito is like
Okay, we'll see in a little bit. Keith,
there's a Mexican restaurant in San
Yes.
Antonio, and they have a breakfast burrito that's 5 pounds of sausage, eggs, potatoes. If you eat the whole thing in like an
Oh,
hour,
you get 3.
no,
Yeah, you
9
get
steak
3.
tacos and a steak and
That'd
a
be
steak
breakfast,
burrito.
lunch, and dinner for me.
dude, that would probably be enough for a week.
Sure. Best Mexican food.
Thank you.
Boner Vista. I love
Which,
that place.
I think, because you guys were talking, do you remember which one y'all went to? Because I think I went to the wrong one.
Yeah, it's the place that has the.
I think
The
I was
dude
at La
makes the tequila
Hacienda.
there.
Like what if you're coming into Buena Vista?
It's the place that has. There's some tables out in the very front. Like if you're walking in the front door, there's some tables like right there on the
Yeah.
outside.
That's where I thought that's because there were tables out. There were people outside eating when I went.
Yeah.
But it.
I do
He
feel
was saying
like
that I went to the wrong
there
one.
may have been another place there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was absolutely some of the best Mexican food I've ever had in my life.
What area of the country has the best fast food joints?
All of them.
Yes, Miller
Depends on-
Time. We are ordering from the place across the street.
Depends on what kind of fast food you're into, I guess.
See, some people consider barbecue fast food.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you can walk up to a window and order food and they'll hand it to you, that's pretty fast.
Yeah.
You know, I get that, but we're not talking about fucking McDonald's and Jack in the Box.
He split before I could give him my money.
You said your money's no good here, pal.
Well, good for him because I spent most of it on ice. I thought I had some fucking cash. Are we still? We're still fucking live streaming, aren't we?
Yeah.
The short,
How much more battery do I have? That's the question.
Motorhead 18. He said, "I want to try In-N-Out burger."
Oh, that's great, man.
Good. Yeah.
Texas is about as far east as I've seen them.
I tried In-N-Out.
Checkers, rallies, all that shit. Pretty decent.
It just didn't do it for me.
You didn't know what to order. That's okay. Lots of people don't know. But
You
in
gotta
and
get
out.
the secret menu. They want their burgers on slide in and slide right back out. Double grease dip.
Dude, when I'm within 100 miles of an In-N-Out, I go.
Oh, you know,
And I'm not a burger guy. I just fucking love In-N-Out.
I used to be a Whataburger fan, but we have a burger joint about 2 miles from where we live
Yes, yes.
that now makes it. It's called Super Burger, and it's just a little. Used to be a food truck. He made so much money, he's now got a brick and mortar. Best freaking hamburger I've had in Texas in decades.
Best burger I've had in a while, I made myself. Just a damn smash burger with real thin sliced onions,
Oh, that's good.
cheese smashed to the pan.
I've done garlic embedded burgers. Those are pretty good.
Around the corner, I'm just going straight in now.
Oh no, there's another. Do me a favor and go in there and get that other bottle. Yeah, there's another bottle.
Okay, NPR. Around the campfire, where does everyone want to, I'm going to assume that says travel next trip, or want to take next trip?
Yeah, I want to go back out west. That's all I ever care about. I want to go south of the border, and that includes South or Mexico, Central America, South America. It's just budget, man. It's always budget. It's always, I want this. I want a hot 20-something girlfriend, but I can only afford a 60-something fat chick. So I want, but I can have. I'm realistic about what I can have. So, yeah. What about you, Gary? What's on your agenda?
I'm still contemplating. It's like I kind of got burned out on the West.
Really?
Yeah.
I think
Close
you told
your
me that
fucking
before.
mouth,
It's like,
Gary.
that's really shocking.
But I do have to admit, last year when I was in Nevada,
What a time to be alive.
Nevada?
Adventure Glide took me on some trips, and it was like,
Oh yeah.
if I'm going to go back west, I'm going to go back to Nevada.
Yeah, we'll go to California.
Nevada.
We'll go to California, Nevada, that whole area. Hang out with Jamie and Brian.
The natives say Nevada, and they get pissed off when you call it Nevada.
Nevada.
Nevada. Nevada. Welcome to Nevada.
Potato, Nevada.
Potato. Don't mispronounce my state, you son of a bitch.
Ooh, ho-hos are talking about Fuddruckers are the best burgers. I didn't even know Fuddruckers was still in business.
Butt fuckers.
Is that butt fuckers? I haven't seen a Fuddruckers in about 25 years. That's
There was
how.
one by the Galleria that closed down about 25 years ago.
Yeah, that's it. I always thought that was a hilarious name back then.
Remember, that
Fuddruckers.
was the
Really?
one that
Motorhead
Idiocracy was
18
making fun
says
of.
he's hooked on the mountains.
It's
They
slowly
changed names like
evolving.
6 or 7
Fuck
times.
fuckers.
What'd you say, Gary?
Motorhead 18 says
Richard.
he's hooked on the mountains.
Yeah,
Just
mountains
south
good,
in
man.
general. But I mean,
Mountains are good.
you can go to the mountains in Colorado, Wyoming,
Well, he's specifically talking about
this part down here.
the Appalachians.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
Appalachians are good.
Absolutely. And they're close.
Yeah, they're close.
Middletown wants to know if Carl's socks are pulled up all the way.
All the way. All
And
the time.
I leave a little bit of room for special occasions, but
And I had no idea whose name that is.
What did it say?
Six Semper
Six
Tyrannis?
Semper Tyrannis, yeah.
Don or Donnie?
Huh?
Is it Don or
that's
Donnie?
funny as fuck.
Dawn. Or Giant.
I'm glad I didn't wear my suspenders.
Six Semper Tyrannis. Can you grill hot dogs on your new bed?
How dare you?
But yes,
How dare you?
yes, he can.
That hurts me right here.
I can't believe you can be so unsympathetic. How am I going to grill shit on that leg?
Well, if you undo that
I could
screw,
stick this all the way up your ass, is what I could do.
Grill with it, not on it.
shin guard goalie.
Oh, that you talking about my socks?
They do; those do look very European. You got to admit. I thought I was funny looking with my outfit, but look at that.
They're the latest fashion in compression socks.
I was gonna say he's got deep vein thrombosis. He's got a control.
Has to wear some
They're actually they're actually ski socks, and they're perfect for the boots.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about
I
that.
broke this foot twice, so my arch is like that high now. If I wear thick socks and those boots, then just fucking it's too much.
You mean you have high arches?
Uncomfortable.
How do you do that? Because I want to get my arches raised back up. Because I went from like a 13 to a 15.
Because I broke this foot and the bones have healed
Ah,
bigger,
okay.
and I have a plate on top of this foot now where I broke it the last time.
Carl has to do the chats for a second while I go.
Carl's in charge. Because Gary's got to go relieve the monster.
Yeah. 72-year-old prostates don't argue.
That's just funny as fuck.
What did Gary miss? What are the magnificent chats that Gary missed?
So there's still Fuddruckers in Florida.
That's crazy, man. They must have just said, "Fuck it, we're gonna keep the name and we're gonna just keep going. We'll get it. We'll source all of our supplies from somebody else." So they went to Costco and started getting all their burgers and shit from Costco.
Don
Sam.
prefers to be called Donnie, so everybody call him Donnie.
Negative. Family gets to call me Donnie. Nobody else does.
Luke said I'll wear socks with my riding boots. Luke free balls his boots and his pants.
Yeah, what y'all missed earlier was Luke Millertime came and hung out with us. He blessed us with some of his...
Love you too, Motorhead. Yeah, Luke blessed us with his firefighter preparedness.
Well, you know, he tied some knots. He secured, and you'll see some of that in a future video of him lifting a motorcycle, showing how to use a tree and a little bit of paracord to lift a motorcycle, to change out wheels, sprocket, and it's it's just a monkey. It's not really that impressive, but the idea is the thing that a lot of people don't realize. Like, oh shit, I got a flat tire, I got to call a tow truck. Well, you got a little paracord and some some.
Oh, everybody's over here. What you looking for, Jerry?
Oh, I'm looking for the ice.
Oh, that's right
in
here.
that bag.
That's right here.
The boy shouldn't see that ice. You just a boy. You just a boy. You shouldn't be drinking that gin and tonic.
Eyes and sophisticated women.
French fried potatoes.
Yeah. I call it sling blade,
So everybody got hungry, and we got steaks. We've had steaks in the fridge for a couple of days now, and every time we get so freaking tired, just chilled. It's like we get hungry, but nobody wants to take the steaks out and throw the baked potatoes in the fire. It's just like
Mexican food.
yeah, Mexican is right across the street. I mean, it's really, and it's 100.
That's great for
120 yards. 120 yards for really good Mexican.
I'm going to say 130 meters.
But yeah, it's kind of a no-brainer. You call it in, and they say 10 to 15 minutes, and then you walk across there, and it's ready.
Cheers to that.
I can't believe she left before. Yeah, sophisticated. 3 people in chat.
18. Who remembers BJ McKay and his best friend Bear?
I remember that guy. I didn't watch it a lot, but I remember the guy.
Keeps on spitting on your food.
Keep spitting on my food. Yeah, I should have given him some instruction. Just walk the fuck over there, which he did. But it's like, hey, walk in and say, hi. I'm Keith. Because otherwise he might stand around and wait for them to go. Because they'll sit, the food will sit there for 20 minutes if you don't go up and get it. Go, I'm Keith. I ordered the tacos and the burrito.
Yeah, that back now.
You're in charge, Gary. You're doing such a good job.
Tag.
Said last message.
What do we say?
So I love licking Don's leg.
I was going, when did I
With
post? It
Gary's
was like,
phone.
oh,
What did you do to Gary's phone?
That's supposed to, I love licking Don's
that's a
leg.
good cross.
That's what happens when you give somebody an unlocked phone.
Yeah.
You have control. You walk away, who knows what happens?
He's doing shit at work. So I look at the computer lock, walk up, get messenger, be like, I love you.
It's Motor Giant's new bike.
Like, what?
I have lusted after you for years. I finally wanted to reveal my
Reveal
man
my
love
pussy.
for you.
Feel my
Has
shit.
Motor Giant's new bike and model been revealed yet?
Not really. Next week, maybe. Just have to wait.
It rhymes with odor
Keith from
alcohol.
across the street chimes in a long time ago.
Keith's little robot stuff is staring at us.
It's kind of freaky, isn't it? It's kind of like we're being interrogated. Where were you last Tuesday night?
Alabama. Question mark.
ADV Alabama.
Greenbow, Alabama.
Need to go back.
You need to go back to Greenbow, Alabama. We do have a town here called Greensboro, and a lot of people call that Greenbow. It's not on the Gulf, which I'm thinking Greenbow, Alabama was the house. Well, Forrest Gump's house was on some bayou somewhere. Probably wasn't in Alabama because I don't recognize that. Yeah,
Georgia and Louisiana.
Louisiana, Mississippi, something. I don't recognize that.
Keith says, I'm waiting for food outside and I'm pressed against the glass like Rick Moranis in Ghostbusters.
Tell him to walk in there and tell him it's Keith. He ordered because they're gonna sit that shit on the shelf. It's probably getting cold right now. Don't text him. Oh, my phone's recording us over there on the live stream. Send him a text and tell him to walk in there and get the food. It's been done for 10 minutes. Okay. Seriously. Text him. You got keys.
All socks. Still talking shit about my socks. Yeah, I can text you.
Text him. Tell him to go in
Keith
there and
said
get his
I'm on
food.
it.
I'm Keith. I got the 9 burritos, or the 9 tacos and the burrito. Just sitting there on the shelf. Those same stupid girls that go 10 to 15 minutes and it's ready.
He says, I'm on it. 6 Super Tyrannas. I'm in Bonifay, Florida.
Oh yeah, it's cool. I like Bonifay. It's like northern Florida. It's Panhandle, right? It's Panhandle.
Panhandle?
Six, seven. Yeah, I've got a place in Ebro, man. Might roll down there sometime this winter, hopefully. Maybe we go hang out, grab some seafood somewhere. Ebro, Florida.
Oh, I've got an adventure trip planned.
Speak up. It's October.
December. Going to Big Bend.
Oh yeah.
Spend a couple weeks down there.
So
So that's fine.
you're not taking a hammock, so what are you gonna do? Well,
No.
they do have some trees.
Yeah.
down there.
Rio Grande Village and Cottonwood.
Okay.
Cottonwood trees.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I forgot. I remember they've got some trees down there in the campground. It's soccer time here in Alabama. Soccer.
I feel a sing along. Sweet home Alabama.
Richard was like,
Sophisticated gentlemen unite.
joy
Let's
to
all,
the world.
let's all drink to sophisticated gentlemen while Keith's over there
One
Pick
for
up-
all and all
picking
in one.
up our dinner.
I got a headache.
Oh God, I'm gonna have such a hangover tomorrow.
Overtime wants to know if he's going to go with
Who?
overtime.
Not necessary. If he wants to join me, I think my truck's in pretty good shape now that I got four new rubber tires. I got 4 new rubber tires. So not necessary, but yeah. If he wants to join me, that'd be great.
Motorhead 18's getting ready to bow out. Looks like he's got to go to work.
Oh shit, work before pleasure.
He said I gotta get ready.
That's
I
why I
don't know
love
if I'll be
retirement.
working, all right.
What a loser going to work. What a loser.
Said they done a 4 days.
You're gonna be thinking about all the stuff you're missing out while you're making money. Don't make your money.
Oh, he's down to a 4-day work week, though.
Oh, he's down to 4 days a week. That's a whole different.
Yeah. 4 days a week is different than 4-day work week.
4 day work weeks. A 4 day work week is awesome. 4 days a week sucks. That means you ain't getting paid. You get 32 hours.
Mm. Your dinner was ready 10 minutes ago. You just got to bowl in there like a jackass, like I do, and go, I'm here for my goddamn meal I ordered 5 minutes
I
ago.
was watching the takeout.
Where am I? Goddamn time.
So they brought that out, and you busted in there, like, those are mine. Right?
It's 9 burritos and 1 taco.
Hangovers are God's way of telling you you shouldn't have quit drinking.
What'd you say?
It said hangovers are God's way of telling you you shouldn't have quit drinking.
Oh, yeah, that's like a huge burrito.
Taco.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Oh, thank you.
Peter, pass it down. Pass the birthday cake down. Pass it down.
Greatest motherfucker in the green. Now y'all get to watch us eat.
This is what you call a steak taco from La Casa Crimson.
Where did the chips go? But this was the chips. I don't believe they did.
Oh yeah. Right in the dark.
Any particular place you want the chips? Okay, thank you. Yeah, they only gave us. Who doesn't eat silver?
I'm eating with my hands.
I'm doing hand food.
We're animals. People with forks are not sophisticated.
Anybody need salsa?
Ho ho and the go. Let's go to the Dork in the Road camp out next year. We can
We're
conquer.
gonna crash that motherfucker.
If it costs money, I'm out.
All right.
Gary, you want some salsa?
Hot as fuck.
Did you cancel the live stream?
No, we're still going. We're going to be as obnoxious as long as we can.
What happens? Does YouTube just kick you out eventually?
No,
24-hour live stream.
no, they want you watching. They want you.
Mm-hmm.
Do people get commercials while they're watching? Is that what happens?
If you say there's commercials, I don't know if there's commercials on the live.
Yeah, but they'll just do it without your knowledge, right?
I don't know. I've never heard anybody complain. When they do complain, when I hit that button, they're like, let's see what happened.
I remember you did one a couple of months ago and somebody talked about as soon as they clicked on it, there were commercials at the very beginning, and then it put them into the live stream.
That's why I don't do commercials. I thought it might help the algorithm go up, but pretty much if you're doing a live stream, they want everybody watching. If you're subscribed to Moto Giant, you'll get that at the top of the feed. You may not get a notification, but if you're scrolling through the feed, the top of the feed typically is the live stream. Who you're subscribed to.
Moho says no commercials. So.
That's the one thing that you can turn off commercials. Live stream, you're not going to get commercials. What's anything else? I don't think.
That affects their algorithm. Like you're saying, I don't want your commercial for my live stream.
I don't think it makes any difference. So that's why I don't turn them on. You're not just that. People complain. I don't want people complaining.
How's that dick cheese taste?
Did you put the dick cheese on my damn taco? You had to put it on every taco, not just mine. So
To make sure that you got it.
I'm okay sharing your dick cheese with these three guys. You get the craziest part.
And heat.
Oh, that's good shit, man. Thanks for joining me.
I could hear you on the live stream going, tell him to go inside and get the food. And I'm like, God damn it, I'm looking at the table right there.
6 simple Corinths. Are these the squatters you were talking about?
Yes. The family of mice. No, I was talking about a family of mice moved in. And I didn't have any food. I cleaned out all my food. The only thing that was even mildly close to food, I had some Korean peppers, like crushed pepper, a bag of crushed peppers. I was going to make some kimchi with this, and I'd had it for a while. I was planning on making some kimchi when I come back, and the damn mice got into that and made a bed in the little pan where I kept what I had was some kitchen supplies and some food, and the only food that was left in the whole damn bus was this bag of Korean peppers. And they just chewed the whole bag up and started sleeping in there, apparently. It's like a nice big bed of peppers.
Spicy.
Yeah. So they pooped everywhere. Real exciting. Highly recommend mice. Well, thank you for our taking a break, joining us while we're eating. We'll be exciting in just a few more minutes. As soon as Gary finishes eating, he's going to continue the rambunctious behavior that you've been accustomed to.
Hiatus.
Keith, you're getting smoked out, man.
Yeah, I am.
Smoke balls ugly.
Keith has left the building.
I got salsa over here. I'm eating it all unless y'all get some.
Pour your mile away.
Mmm. So good. Did I tell you all that there's a Mexican place right across the street here? I mean, the ideal place, the ideal camping spot for your adventure is middle of nowhere. Nobody anywhere around you except you can walk to Mexican across the street. To me, that's the ideal place. You got this cliffside camping. You can have a little fire on the side of your cliff.
Margarita, tacos later.
That's the place in Dinosaur that I was trying to take you guys, except I didn't realize that they had gated the fence off. They gated the little path to that cliffside camping that I wanted to go to. And that's the ideal place. It's in the middle of nowhere. There's nobody out there. It's just beautiful rock face. Kind of tricky to get down to, but once you get down there, it's like it's just it's motorcycle parking. You park like 50 bikes down there, but somebody probably saw me the last time I was down there. Some motherfucker on a motorcycle's been down here, so he just put a fence up. Nobody else coming down here, and I just rode right past it. Like, it's around here somewhere. It's around here somewhere. Like,
Carl, what brand of chair do you have?
Brand of who?
Chair.
Oh, it was like some off-brand. I think it's called like Rock Cloud or something.
Mm.
It's good. I mean, it was actually
What's
pretty
it,
years.
Rock Cloud?
Mm-hmm.
And your table.
oh, that's fancy stuff.
Table's expensive. I got that. They had $100 off at REI. So, what brand's your chair?
Helinox.
Yeah, it's a Helinox table.
Very lightweight, very durable stuff. Especially if you like to put your sophisticated drinks on a table, a side table.
Like the third, we took it over. God damn it.
But you still gotta find something that's relatively flat.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm just talking about it. Otherwise, it'd be sitting on the ground. You know, I'd probably kick my damn drink over.
Gary, how's the chat doing? Anybody still in there watching?
16. 16 diehards.
Are you not entertained?
You're watching this heat. That's impressive. That is impressive.
Making them all hungry.
One thing, I should show them what we're eating. So last night we had steak burritos from across the street, even though we had steaks in the fridge. Tonight we have steak burritos or steak tacos.
Even though we have steak in the fridge.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hell of a taco right there.
Thank you, Mr. Keith.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Scraping all this cheese out of the bottom of my pan here. There's so much cheese and meat, it all fell out. That's how good it is. Look at that, y'all. See that?
Well.
That's what you're missing out on. Out there in YouTube land, this is what you get.
Ho ho, after Mexican smoke. Puff puff pass.
So good.
For sure.
Very entertaining.
I am.
Little ditty.
How's that burrito, Keith?
Good, but not as good as the tacos, I would think.
Yeah.
Tacos will just hit the spot, right? I thought it was just going to be wrapped up and I could just hold it.
Yeah, pick it
chomp
up.
on
Yeah.
it.
This is no frills eating with here. No fork needed. Oh. Wow.
Up Chuck Chops. Just got here. Looks like a good time.
Totally good time. So if you're just joining us, this is the the second annual Sophisticated Gentlemen's Rally. You have to bring a motorcycle, and you have to drink gin and tonics with lime. This is what makes you sophisticated. Anybody can ride a motorcycle.
Wait a minute, are you a new member this year, Carl?
I don't know, is there
That's your first
a
year.
probationary period or
It's your first year.
some kind
He's
of?
been a long-term member of the club, but Sophisticated Gentlemen's is a new outfit, so we raise our pinky when we're drinking our cocktails. I don't think Carl's real familiar with the pinky phase. I would not call him familiar with being sophisticated, because part of being sophisticated is using big words. So now we're going to go left to right, starting with you, Keith. Big words, and give us some context with your big words. So my big word is, and it means this, and I'm going to use it in a sentence. Take your time, because I got to come up
I don't
with a
want
big
to
word.
do that. I do not want to
Gary's
do
going
that.
to come up with his big word, so you take your freaking time, man.
I got mine.
Ambiguity.
Chaperones.
Chaps.
Not foreign words, big words. Big English words. You're not sophisticated because you know some other language. I'll go first.
There you go.
Eloquence.
Vociferous.
The ability to express yourself verbally with big words. Eloquence. Moto Giant impressed us with his eloquence. Next.
Duh. English for what the hell are you talking about? Like, duh. What did you just say, Don?
Come on, Carl. You're well read.
Oh, here's one. Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
That's a good one.
That's good. That's from
Third grade.
XT Freak.
Mm. Good job, Ron.
I got nomenclature.
Mm.
The man did not understand the conference because he did not understand the nomenclature used.
Mm. Mm. Come on, Carl. Don't try to be profound.
I'm not being
Supercilious,
profound,
isn't that mean kind of silly acting?
Huh?
Supercilious, meaning not taken seriously.
Superfluous.
Superfluous gin. Mm.
Oh, here you
That's
go,
not
Carl.
What's
Motorhead
that?
18. Hey, Carl, my girlfriend just said she's seen those socks. Now she's watching on her phone.
So,
Melancholy. Go.
mhm.
Go. You don't just say the word. You go.
You want me to
This is
use
what
it
it.
in a
This is what it
sentence?
means. You use it in a sentence. That way, everybody's educated.
Melancholy, sense of desperation, lack of desire.
Suffering.
I was sitting at home feeling melancholy until dawn called. Then I rode out to his house and wanted to camp out. Melancholy.
That's good.
Let me try that word. Melancholy. So I picked up a melon out of the melon patch and I threw it on my dog.
So what kind of dog
Melancholy.
What kind of dog is that? It's a melancholy.
Now my dog's covered in watermelon. Melancholy.
Oh, I thought it was a ride Miranda.
Gary, you're up.
Already done mine.
Vociferous, go.
Duh. That's a big word for me.
You did your Mexican word.
I'm doing my Texas word.
Happenstance.
Duh.
You're fucking soon time.
Why is my headlamp not cooperating? Why have you been ineffectually pursuing Tom Chaney?
Dennis Bingfield. I went and took a shower, and you guys are still on.
Welcome back, Dennis. I'm glad you're fresh and clean.
All right, Dennis. Bar soap or liquid
Irish
soap?
Spring, yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Oh
Is it
boy,
bar
here we
soap?
go. Bar soap or so a little bit of behind the scenes. Keith comes up with, I got to get a bar soap container for his bar soap because he's on the road. He just decided that he's got a bar soap, probably Irish Spring, because I've been to his house. I think that's what he uses. True or false? Keith, true or false? You got Irish Spring with you?
Yes, I do.
How did I guess that? So
Because you smelled my wonderful body.
I've been in your bathroom. I've been in your bathroom, and I was just really impressed with the 3,000 bars of Irish Spring because we saw a commercial back in the 80s, and they're slicing open the bar, and you see these layers of green, light green and dark green, and Keith has decided this is the only way for a sophisticated gentleman to keep himself clean and fresh. But what he doesn't realize is that when you're on the road and you're washing yourself with a bar of grease, that when you clean yourself, you set the bar down on something. Whatever you set that bar down on something becomes greasy. It's greasy soap, and it smells like Irish Spring, which is not a bad smell. But so as soon as I heard he wanted to buy a container, he wanted to go to a store to buy a container to keep his soap in. I was like, why don't you just use like liquid soap, like shampoo? This is what and I'm trying to help Keith move on to the next level from the 100-year-old technology that he's currently using to a bottle of shampoo that can be used to wash his hair, wash his body, wash his hands, wash his butt crack, and in a pinch, wash his dishes or whatever else. He can wash his bike with shampoo, which is what I do.
You wash your body.
And he was very resistant initially. He was very resistant. It's like, oh, you're just. He didn't say it, but I could see. He's like, you're just fucking crazy. I'm going to do what I've been doing for the last 40 years, and you're an idiot. And then I persisted. So I was like, I knew that's what was going on in his brain. And he's like, I'm just gonna do it like I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna find a container to contain my greasy fucking soap bar that contaminates everything, including my soap container. So he's got to buy something like $5 to keep his soap in from contaminating everything he comes in contact with.
It's so negative.
Covered soap.
I'm pointing out the fact that how resistant humans are to change, and specifically a better technology. And then these guys show up, and I go, "Hey, what do you use when you're on the road? Do you use bar soap? Do you carry a container of contaminated fucking hair-covered soap, or do you squirt something out of a bottle?" He's got what's your thing, Dr. Bonners. Dr. Bonners. Dr. Bonners. And Luke showed up. It's like, yeah, Bonners. Like, yeah. I'm the only one that doesn't use Dr. Bonners, but I'm also.
But Keith likes to touch of the Irish Spring, eh?
Probably. Did your dad use Irish Spring? Did your mom?
A little bit, yeah.
Boom.
But really, you're not fully clean until you're zestfully clean.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, so I will tell you one thing about
Catchy, huh?
Oh, man. Those jeans lasted forever.
Keith is very nostalgic, which I think a lot of his motivation comes from nostalgia, which is why he's sporting the pop-up camper, because he had lots of fond memories from his childhood. And I bet a lot of all those fond memories come from the pop-up camper, camping with his family, growing up. And I bet a large part of it went, we're going to go take a shower today, and make sure you take your Irish Spring with you when you go to take a
Turn your
shower.
light. Just turn it away for a minute.
Oho says, I use Dawn for everything. Good enough for ducks, good enough for me.
Well, I'm hammering on Keith, but I think it's just an interesting story because it just points out how resistant we are to change. Everybody is. Everybody's resistant to change. And I've been polling everybody that comes up to camp because it's like, I can't be the only one that has evolved from Irish Spring. Somebody else, but it appears that everybody that spends a lot of time out on the road has gone, wow, this is really a pain in the ass. And I think the last time I used bar soap, I think I actually had a fucking little case that I carried it in because I didn't know any better. I didn't know there was something better. And I'm not saying use Dr. Potter's. I'm just saying, I mean, I use cheap fucking Suave soap when I'm on the road because it's like $2 or $3 at freaking Walmart or Target or whatever. And I get all of this freaking soap, and I can clean my hands, I can clean my hair, I can clean my balls, I can clean my bike, I can clean my dishes. It worked for everything. And you clap the top on it, and you're done. There's no mess that doesn't affect anything else. I don't have to carry something else. Anyway, I just think it's
Have you ever had to put it in a Ziploc bag? Or have you tried to put your soap in a Ziploc bag?
Yeah, usually too gooey.
And
See,
it never dries
Yeah.
out if you do that. So
XT Freak was asking, it's like, hey, Keith, try a Ziploc bag. And it was like, every time I've done that, the moisture that stays inside the bag just turns the bar
Yeah.
of soap into a big glob.
Yeah.
Next time you use it.
and if you see those cases, those little plastic cases,
Yeah,
you put
there's
your
holes
soap in,
in
there's
it.
holes in them because it needs to breathe. You don't want a gooey piece of thing because the last thing you want when you go for a bar of soap is liquid soap, right? I don't want liquid soap. That's un-American.
I put my hand in the container to get a bar of soap.
Yeah, it's fucking liquid. What the hell?
It looks like glue now.
Well, how many people are in the truck?
17.
Jesus Christ. Why don't y'all go home? Do something so we can sit here and chill and have a normal.
Motorhead 18 says, I use whatever she puts in the shower for me to use. If she thinks I smell good, I don't care.
Hey, that's the same thing I use. Whatever she puts in the shower.
Yeah. Costco had a huge
They're
you know,
saying,
Irish Spring.
turn
You got
the-
a
turn the
shitload of
headlight
stuff
on,
for very
Don.
little.
turn the headlamp off.
Big Irish Spring gift set.
Yeah, the big old bulk pack of Irish Spring.
That's what I remember.
That and the fucking, what is the Brute by
Okay, here's
Fabergé.
another question.
Oh, yeah.
If your dad used Irish Spring, did he also have Old Spice cologne?
Yes, he did.
My granddad.
But then he
had-
then he went up to Stetson.
Oh shit! Your dad was
remember,
sophisticated.
yeah.
Wow.
I thought for a long time Old Spice was the only man's cologne that was out there.
Yeah, right.
But like your dad, my older brother, he brought home a bottle of Stetson one time, and it was like, oh God, that smells so good. I think I used half of it the first time. He
Yeah.
beat the shit out of me because I used all of his Stetson.
Shit was expensive. That's like
Yeah.
$15 a bottle, man.
Used to use that dating my first wife.
Oh,
And then when I moved,
remember Brute?
so that it was like
Brute
my
cologne?
living room.
Yeah. How about this? Y'all this is gonna blow your mind. High karate. Holy
I
shit.
remember it.
What about Sex Panther?
60% of the time.
High karate. What was that? That's like a triangle bottle or something. It's weird shaped bottle, right? High karate?
In
Am I the
English-
only one?
I remember
English
high
leather.
karate.
English leather came with the wood.
England? Yeah, I remember
English
that.
leather, yeah.
Top, yeah.
Top.
Fair moves. Sex Panther. Oh my god. Oh my god.
The car. Oh, there's another good one.
I still have a bottle of Drakkar in my medicine cabinet.
Yeah. And you still got it like a case of.
I do have a case of Irish Spring soda.
He's never gonna give it up.
Well, it won't go to Thailand. So.
Oh well, that's good.
I can't remember the last time I used really time so long. Had to be when I was in my 20s. After a while, I go, I just don't give a shit.
Yeah.
You know, if I don't smell good enough for you, fuck.
It's in front of the charger.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I got so many comments from women. Wow,
Sweet
deodorant, the
rolls.
shit, yeah, the shit that I've, it's like, what kind of cologne? Oh my gosh, what kind of cologne are you wearing? It's like, I'm not wearing cologne. Oh yes, you are. You're wearing something. I was like, I'm a sweaty motherfucker, and you're smelling my armpits, and it's whatever I'm wearing. Oh, but it smells so good. It's like, look here, put your nose in my armpit. Tell me that I smell good. Oh, that's it. What is that? Whatever.
Farts by Donna.
Whatever the shit that I put in my pits that makes me not sweat in my pits. That stuff. Oh, it smells so good. It's like, oh, you wanna fuck? Okay. I think I just sweat so much it radiated. So I just like pushing all that antiperspirant out. And I'm like, oh, hey ladies, what's going on? Hey. All right, everybody's getting tired. Do I need to turn the camera off? Are we done with the live stream? How many people in there?
15.
There we go. That's 50. That's the magic number. 15. Thanks for joining us, folks. Oh. Shut up. I just did. Oh. Hello.
We had visitors.
Can she make us more?
Oh, she sure can. It just can't fall into the fire.